This is an unexpected pleasure. We're honored by your presence.
You may dispense with the pleasantries, Commander. I'm here to put you back on schedule.
Vector, over. What?
Flight 209er, clear for Vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Howard radio.
You mean like the duck himself, I guess? The Duke. Duck, I says.
Roger, ready to taxi. Over.
T-minus.
Let's rock!
Permit good for
2 hours.
Thank you.
Yes, next.
What's the fastest animal on Earth?
The cheetah. Next.
Should I fake my orgasms?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next.
The bumps you feel are asteroids smashing into the hull of this ship. Also...
What about you guys? We ain't found shit. Never give up. Never surrender.
Mind, calm him down. For God's sake, be diplomatic.
Give him the lead.
Or bottom, or a top off. Versatile love may have some butt stuff.
That is one big pile of shit.
Striker! Ted Striker?
That's right.
Exactly. Look, this shouldn't be weird. You know, what we did was totally natural, like the wind or not trusting Canadians.
Oh my god. These are dirty. What? Oh, that's disgusting. I can't believe those fuckers sold me dirty underwear.
Your drug use is becoming indiscriminate.
I won't do crack without heroin.
Come here.
And deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet.
Thank you, Lord Vader.
We have no tower, sir.
No tower.
Just a bridge, sir.
Why the hell aren't I notified about these things?
Silly. It's not even a listed substance. It's just medication for my rapid cycling bipolar disorder.
Stop it. Get some help.
He fell out of a Gestapo car, over a bridge, onto a railway line, and was run over by the Berlin Express. It was an accident.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
It's a fake.
You chose poorly.
Reptile.
We now can banter podo.
Now, fire both those jets and hang on with both hands. I said both hands, damn it! I'll tell you one.
Loosen up! Money, money, money. Who do you trust? Me? I'm giving away free money. And where is the Batman? He's at home, washing his tights.
Hi, Bud. We'll have a little game. Follow my leader.
Follow my leader.
17 days? Hey man, I don't want to rain on your parade. We're not going to last 17 hours.
By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand! Men of the West!
Present you.
What the hell?
What rolls fast stairs, the motor and pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's log, log, log.
Read it. Read the card, moron.
Hey, I just called you. I sounded crazy, but here's my number. So call me Sydney.
Keep fucking my wife!
Ensign, but shut up, Wesley.
Call the police, I'll tell you what you get! Call the police! Get what you fucking deserve!
Keep firing, assholes!
Oh, James, I'm getting away with murder, and you're just jealous.
Unless I have to! You hear me? All right, drop your guns and kick them over here.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever seen anyone flush a toilet with their face.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person? Shit happens.
The colonel told me you arrived from Nancy this morning.
Yes, he's quite right.
Is that where you and Renee were born?
Yes, we were both Nancy boys.
Comes across all shy joy. Just another Nancy boy. Woman.
Look, I used to watch Jeopardy every day because I had a major lady rod for Alex Trebek. Until I found out he was Canadian. Gross.
Almost all of them that we see are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions for people who...
Our Native American friends, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Well, it is therefore...
I want to be clear in how I characterize this. This is mostly a protest. It is not, generally speaking, unruly, but fires have been started.
We're leaving.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
Sylvania.
Good evening, everybody.
Afternoon.
One of those, yeah.
Oh, no, I was just saying hello.
I'm still eating. Hello.
Food?
Yes, I cooked myself some lunch.
What do you have?
Has this turned into a food stream?
And it's basically a Cajun recipe my dad taught me, the peas, sausage, and rice stuff. It's like, yes.
Well, we've got a larger audience than usual, and Einbrecht isn't here. The question is that just a coincidence or causative? Oh. Hello, everybody. Are we ready for some juiciness?
Always.
I have no idea how long it'll take to get to really entertaining bits, but I'm told there are really entertaining bits in it. So let's get
Well,
started.
what happened this time with her?
No idea.
Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jessi Milestone. I am your God Empress, fearless leader of the mindless mob. And I was like, I'm ready. I'm
God
so ready.
Empress.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
right.
Fearless leader? She was afraid of a damn warning.
Yeah, it's like God Empress is presuming a bit too much there.
Need a longer shirt there, Jessi.
Left hanging right over here. No, I know where it is. I was playing music.
I champion for the full Burka 4.
Sorry, I'm coming back. coming back, guys. Again. I figured since it's just me, why just sit here and listen to just me when I can have some epic. I got an epic soundtrack going. It's great. I have this great album, guys. It's called royalty-free music. So that's what we're gonna. Let's see. Let's start with. I'll just shuffle it. Dramatic rock action song. You guys ready for Mindless Entertainment's very first official episode of Me Time? This is the title I've used before to describe my shows, but never.
I'm going to bet that she doesn't.
So. All right.
First, I think we can guess why.
Before I say hi to the chat, I want to give a very special hello to everyone who's catching this on replay, and also everyone out there, those silent watchers. I know not everybody comments for whatever reason, but there are a lot of people out there watching, listening, who just never sign in and drop a comment, but are here faithfully all of the time. So, hey, guys, I appreciate you, too, even if I don't know who you are. As for the rest of you, what's up? Anthony Way, you look good. Thank you, darling. J to the O to J, ha, to the on. What?
Ask about 10 cats jackpots. What? No. That doesn't sound good.
And from Gina Garcia, Johnny won! Yes! First thing. Hair's looking good, Jess. Thank you. Deception's Cave of Villains. Doug 209, what up? What up? I drink, therefore I am. Hello, liver. Hello, my darling. How are you? It is good to see you.
Don't drink, Jessie. You just might get another DUI.
So you won't hate me later. Hologram
And here's another important tip. Don't stop or drive angry. You'll get in less trouble that way.
Wonderful. Optic Racer. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Sasha Page. Hi from New Zealand. What's up, New Zealand? That was probably still my favorite trip that I've ever taken. Just 3 weeks in New Zealand. Let's see if I can still do it. I learned how to do a Kiwi accent when I was down there. It's similar to Australian, but it's got some key differences. I don't know if I lost it. I had it for a second. So I'm doing okay Australian then, but if I start in Crocodile Dundee, then I can soften my Australian.
Good to see you as well.
Like a little more conversational, a little like less ridiculous sounding. Even that is like too much to like.
Yeah, I agree. Let's send Jessie to Australia and let her stay there.
New Zealand, kind of. I don't know if that's any good at all. Let me know, Sasha. Be like, you suck. Stop insulting my culture. My name is the bad guy's name to the Autobots. Oh yeah, Decepticon. I just read Deception. Decepticon. But
if we paid her enough money, do you think Jessie would be willing to become our CG mercenary to attack Liam?
Whatchamacallit?
Oh Lord.
By the way, the Transformers ride at Universal is hands down the best contribution of the Michael Bay Transformers era.
I mean, I gotta say, of the two, and I don't follow much of the Band of Menace junk at all. And it probably has more pull.
Oh yeah.
Just based on look alone, yes, I am gonna be that shallow.
Yeah, seriously, greatest. If you ever want to ask me about
this guy is awful.
To your fantabulous country, I love talking about it. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
So also one of the little spots in
travel to New Zealand,
you know, just dressed like
so much cheaper than getting insurance.
Shit, walk out, and he's just a dick to kids. Like you line up, take pictures, and he's just mean to you. And
yeah, our speculation on that is that after Ethan laughed at Jessie for her BS with the cops,
yeah. So the ride is like a condensed version.
She
the
probably
exactly
wanted Anna to stick up for her, and Anna was like,
random shit going on and
no.
Explosions, and then Optimus Prime is like, "You did it. You saved everyone." You're like, "I didn't do shit, Optimus."
Can you afford her? I don't know. I mean, we could buy her insurance for her, maybe. That should be perfectly affordable.
And so that's exactly how the ride goes. But it's like it's cool because you're in a Transformer, fucking actually.
I mean, you know, it's kind of like a blackmail. It's like, oh, you have to fight this YouTuber for me, otherwise I won't team up with you anymore. It's like, bitch, who has the time to keep track of that?
Name has been invoked.
Raptor. together and not say words all day and pretend to eat people or try to eat people. Or then the other one, this would be the highest work for the highest reward is the Waterworld show.
Oh, are
exactly
they?
one chick in that fucking show, and she's the star, one of the stars. And she gets to freaking like go down a rope and you pull go across.
Get on here, Helmet. We need you.
Shit and do fighting. And I want.
Wait, honestly, most of these YouTubers, they're all about taking them shekels.
Won the case against Amber Heard. Great liking. Yes. So, I won't always have topics on Me Time. I might have topics on Me Time. Oh, by the way, 17 Live is going to start probably about 4:30 today. So we're only going to do about like an hour and change on here, hour and a half or so on here. And then we're going to dip over to 17 Live, where I am primarily a musician. So I will be playing music over there.
Please don't.
So if you
Please don't.
Tits for tips, says Andy. Maybe on YouTube, because I don't give a shit about YouTube. Yeah, these signs, by the way, pertain to 17 Live. So if you want to know about any of those, ask me. Sign making actually is an activity we can do here today because I do need to. Whoops, my friend is like, "Are we still hiking tomorrow?" And I'm like, I'm gonna have a cold.
This music is already putting me to sleep. And I only just woke up like around 12:30.
Good old you time. That's right, Chance TM. You wouldn't. I can't see your picture.
I doubt it.
I don't think you would be the Chance that I would think that you are, because I actually had a friend in high school named Chance.
Maybe some people would have before she gained weight.
Thank you for returning to my life, you beautiful creature. Chance. So this is how Me Time goes. We have topics sometimes. First topic: Johnny Depp won. Fuck you, Amber Heard.
Yes, let's virtue signal the trial of ages, not the one that where they implicated a lot of politicians with Max's child. Oh my god! Yes.
How will I tell this story in the way
our media sucks?
That I wouldn't care if either brother heard. Well, I hope one of them I know is married. Amber Turd. I know one of them is married. Thanks, Davian Donaldson. This album is called Royalty Free Music. I got it from Apple
Liam
Music.
is a Discord, which I am a part
Yeah.
of.
So I
Interesting.
had these two friends. They were brothers, Chance and Charlie. Really, really cool dudes.
He's been
just
transmogrified into
I don't know,
Discord, apparently.
Yeah, that guy's trying to find new people, like new artists and everything to work with that might not have heard of him.
But he went to the other high school. So he, like, hung out
don't
with
work
the
with
cool group
Liam
of
Gray,
kids who played
please.
Extreme charades, extreme capture the flag.
He's just like the
and I played
manosphere
with them,
grifters.
And I got to meet them. No, Johnson, you have to leave with social justice. The kicky picky. Dude, we turned on Court TV, and this guy was just like, yeah, maybe now women won't laugh at men when they're. He was like calling her out. He was like, yeah, she was just there laughing at him, being like, no one will believe you because people don't believe men when they accuse them of domestic violence, and so maybe now people will believe them. Yeah, extreme charades. It's like charades, but more extreme. So extreme charades. So you have teams. Obviously, the first round. Well, you have to make your cards.
Sadly, when it comes to domestic violence, women will take advantage of that, especially when they know that the police will believe little old them over the bigger hulking, male figure in their life. Like, oh, but no, it does happen. They take wicked advantage of that stuff.
Group always did a hard 6-word limit. The 6-word limit became very soft in college. I got mutinied over that one, and those games got retarded sometimes.
Good evening.
Oh, this is put a jihad on that like button. Do it. I press my like button. Thank you, Andy. It's good to see you. How are you, Andy? So,
oh, Helmet, you're gonna like this video, man. You're gonna like this.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So the first round, once you split the teams, the first round is played like tab.
Yeah, that's true. How much coffee did she put in herself? Because usually, even with that much coffee in me, I don't jerk around like that.
Well, it's a thing you would say to someone that you're really angry at them. It starts with
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
and it's like this thing, right? Okay, and then not me, but okay, and like the longer version of that, and not me, but and then this thing you use to clean a vagina, and then you put it all together. Go fuck yourself, you douchebag. Oh, okay, great. That's the card. Boom. And then you wouldn't see that card again until the second round. What is this? We always oppress things on here. You don't have to miss me anymore. J to the on. I am on one. I'm back. What is? Well, I'm just trying to I'm looking at the wrong place. What is this track even called? Orchestral Romance. I think we're gonna skip orchestral romance. Podcast intro is acceptable. Like your hair, Jessi, shorter than mine now, though. Thank you.
Yes, because it's definitely not a pixie cut.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She doesn't do that quite as much as she used to.
Johnny Depp gets.
She's not happy. She only flips it when she's happy.
To Amber Heard.
Is that what it is?
She got like $2 million for defamation from. It wasn't her own defamation. It was. It wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't Johnny Depp defaming her. It was. She got $2 million in damages for statements by Johnny Depp's attorneys during the UK trial.
No, she got $2 million for Mr. Wallman's statements. That's a completely different fucking thing.
You're entitled to some compensation for that, bitch. But you also have to pay up for defaming this asshole and abusing him. So, do you think it'll change from Me Too to Men Too? Let's start it here.
I don't want you to start it. It'll crash and burn.
Is she going to start it by brutalizing Jeff?
Jessi, have Jeff check his
No, she's going to start it as the man.
About your adventure with your car 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Joseph Yanovich. I will definitely have him check. I will definitely have him check that. Thank you for following up with this.
I mean, seriously, if she tries to start it, everybody thinks Justin Bieber will be abused, and they'll find out he's a woman, and then it'll just come back to her.
We're not going to go over and rehash it, because realistically, this was a life event. Like, it was only live streamed for my protection. It was never live streamed for entertainment, in spite of the fact that some people
Yes, we know.
decided it was.
I was there for her communism versus socialism video.
Oh, my goodness.
But
I missed
really,
that one.
truly, realistically, I mean, a lot of people watched it and were like, "You're the asshole, Jessi. They weren't doing anything wrong at all." And I'm like,
Is it still up someplace?
Really, like,
I think so. You might be able to find it on Big Shooter Odyssey. I'm not sure, though.
It's like, no, the reason that they weren't worse than they were was because I had a live stream on. I'm fully confident in that fact. So thank you. Really, really thank you guys. Thank you guys so much, everybody who was there. Y'all saved my ass. So, this is our edgy hip hop or something. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Crimson Mist. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Not everybody sees it that way, which sucks. Because again, like I said, I think it was pretty clear why that stream was made and all that. I don't think it really, I don't think I involved or included anybody else in the YouTube community in that experience. Outside.
Do you think we could get her and Dark Griff to do a guitar stream where they have a tip jar? Yeah, but people think it includes them, so it's cool. Hey, Macy, thank you for the super chat. Just got home from work, saw you were live, which is a heck of a lot better than.
Oh God, I could see. I think they might have given her like $20 or around that.
Howdy, Macy. Welcome to
$19.99.
Just you guys, my life.
Okay.
Oh wait,
still $10. $10 is like I could buy 2 to 4 indie books for $10. I'd rather do that.
My bad. I thought it said $19.99.
If you guys don't know about 17 Live yet, I have this little tofu. It's not because they're fucking soy boy SJW, it's because they're Japanese. And if you can't acknowledge and accept the fact that tofu is a humongous part of the Japanese diet, then you
or
live in a small world that
soybeans
doesn't
and soy.
Japan.
Lots of soy.
And remember, depending on where you live at, $10 can get you a little bit over $2 of gas. Yay!
This is my guitar case for tips. I throw little coins in.
Did she say tits?
There's free rewards over in the app. I throw coins in over there for that. I throw dollar bills in if you guys send the equivalent of super chats.
She's throwing coins. That's a waste for the Jewish people.
It sounds like.
No. It's just a way to make the Jewish people fight over it.
Then whatchamacallit? Yeah, then you get a personalized gem that goes in the case. So those are exciting things. Thank you, Damian Donaldson. I'm glad I'm okay too. I had bruises for 4 days. I get pictures every single day.
She had
No,
bruises.
I
What
didn't
the
get to.
fuck?
AEW nothing.
Confirmed.
I really
Jeff
wanted-
beats
we
her.
actually had plans to. We intended to, and then
If only.
No, she told the
That was the
cops
day we
that he was an angry African and you should be watching out for him because she doesn't want to be shot.
because it was our weird weekend. So it was our weird Memorial Day
Japanese
weekend
don't
where
eat near as
we-
much tofu
Jeff
as
went to the
Americans think
celebration
they
on
do.
Thursday.
Yeah, and they ferment a lot of it too,
didn't-
don't they?
We posted them on Friday,
Which
'cause I had
removes
this,
a
battle
lot of
the
the
ads
toxic
The
properties.
Japanese market is more fish
Tofu
than
Jack
it is
Sparrow.
tofu.
There you go. Hello
Yeah.
there. Hello there, real quick.
And they mostly love fresh
and,
tuna. They pay fucking top dollar.
Dude, shit pancake is a monster amazing. You're
$10
right.
covers half a gallon.
They're all on diets constantly, but you know. Oh yeah, so the Saturday, Jeff and I bushed for the whole day of celebration.
Yeah,
Awesome,
yeah,
by the
30
way.
days.
A few listeners came out. So a few listeners, since we said we were going to be down there and doing a meetup, actually came not for celebration, but came all the way down from an hour or so away just for the meetup, just to come hang out with me and Jeff, and we had a great time. The fun thing about when we meet up in person, you get one of two things. You either
Because
get
why listen to this crazy lady when you can pick up good games and books and everything else? Yay!
We had this out at Celebration in 2019. What happens more often than not, though, is when we have these little meetups, is it's really just a lot of the core people, and then, you know, we kick the invite like a horror hound. You know, it's the people, guys from the show, and then a few select others. And in this one, it ended up being kind of that way. And we like that so much better because we really get to talk to you guys. We get to hear from you. We get to hear your opinion.
I'm just trying to figure out her background,
Getting
man.
to
I
watch
mean,
your moment of like,
is that a
this is what you'd say.
killer whale
and then you guys get to ask us
Yep.
really
with a
anything you
cat
want,
riding
and
it?
We tell you
Yep.
shit that we do not tell you on air.
And you gotta make sure it has that
Against the rainbow bull vibes.
Yes.
So
no.
Monday we went to Universal.
I swear, June is the board
together,
month.
celebrating.
And then she has leopard print curtains.
Last night.
Is she living in a black woman's house?
Red light message. Thank you. I drink there for you.
There's a
Hey, it's okay, we fell
1999.
out of contact. We're both super busy.
I'll say she's
Remember,
made
there's always time to
$30. All
catch up
right.
over Cardboard. No, that's wine out of a cardboard box. Thank you. I drink there for you. I'm liver cirrhosis.
I'm gonna be very truthful.
Liver cirrhosis.
She's gonna waste all the money that anybody gives her.
Angela Strickland is very
100%.
with such. He's one of
She's
Angela's
probably
went
ordering
from,
Uber as we speak.
a light and a negative experience.
Oh, wait,
that I
this
thought
isn't
as some
live.
Went
Shit.
down when we were in Vegas last year, but there were a couple of really amazing people we got to spend time with. That completely separate from all the bullshit and drama. And so Angela went like really quickly from just like a dude we kind of talked to on that first night to one of the people.
Instead of giving $20 to this lady, put that $20 in your gas tank. You're gonna need it.
There were other groups doing.
Dad,
sort
give
of
me
exclusive
$10.
Out, you know, pre-planned things and all that
She's
stuff.
still
And
in
so we
Cali,
found a
right?
place to be like,
Yes.
hey, we're at a bar.
Oh,
We're
okay,
at a
so
bar.
she's only got 2
We're gonna
gallons of
sing some
gas
songs.
for $8.
Come hang out.
Yeah.
And Angelus and Loki and some others, Jedi Bunny.
For $10, you can get some Djibouti dubs.
Nicholas Glenn, Echo Base Network, and really that was like
Holy
I
shit.
always said that's
Wow,
like, that is the night
Jabba.
I think of when I was like, yeah, how was that Vegas meetup? It was.
It would have made for great entertainment. I'm not gonna lie.
Was lit.
Give her a
And then-
warning
and
shot in
then
the
Angelus
leg.
was close enough to make it a horror hound.
I don't know if they
so
can do
he's
that
now
anymore.
part of the second floor crew. Which, if you don't know what the second floor crew is, well, come to
Okay,
Horror
that's
Hound
just
to find out.
insulting.
It's going to be back in Cincinnati.
Fucking
in
Mike
September,
Oxmall's more
back in Cincinnati in March,
entertaining
and
than
then,
just Milestone. Jeez.
yeah, I thought you were. I thought
I
you
think
were.
she
I
meant,
don't remember that one as
Macaranda,
well
probably.
because I was.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right. There's 2
peopled
Mechas,
out that I
excuse me.
sat in the corner and I was like, "Hi, everybody." Was that when you and I talked more though? I feel like there was somebody I talked to at that after party where I was like, "Oh, look."
Has anybody noticed that we eat fat more women that look like they smell like cat piss than normal?
Hey, Keely Chow, what's up? Having a little bit
Yeah.
So we're just reminiscing, talking
Man,
about
you know what? If
I
she takes in some keto diet recipes, she'll be better off. But you know, I don't think that's gonna be happening.
playing extreme charades? Let me know.
Considering how much
We
McDonald's they eat.
She was skinny at one point for life, but the minute
oh
she
yeah,
started
Amber
slamming
Heard
the beers
fucking
with
lost
Jeff,
Johnny Depp.
she got
One,
fat as hell.
suck a dick.
Oh yeah, beer is like pure
Came
carbs.
away with 10 million.
Yeah,
he was awarded,
yeah.
she was
And
awarded
since she's
10
already with the
million
fat guy, I guess she
from, like,
decided,
shit
well,
his
I don't give a
attorney
damn about
said
my
at a
looks.
UK trial.
It's not that Jeff's fat, it's that Jeff's trying to turn his white woman to a fat white woman.
When they do something like that, it's the jury's way of trying to like, look, we really are trying to be fair here, you know? We see where that his attorney took things too far and did his own damage in this instance. And so yeah, you were absolutely entitled to compensation.
Job, I
But we also
honestly,
see
I
where,
think,
like, the
I
rest
think
of these bullshit is
Mace
fucking
and a
fault. And so,
Tase
yeah,
is in the realm
and yeah,
of possibilities.
I think that's good. That's good. I'm excited to see. Hey, Michelle O'Rourke. I'm excited to see Michelle O'Rourke. Jessi, sis, could you shout out your niece Rose? I will be here. I just won't be able to type because I'll be breastfeeding her. That's so cute. Oh my god. Hi, little Rose. How are you, you precious, beautiful creature? I hope you're doing so well.
Drink less of whatever you're drinking, lady. Really? Like, holy crap.
You're very lucky, little Rose.
Well, she's got a tea bag in there, so.
I'm from the UK and I'm ashamed of the trial against the newspaper. Well, Callum M, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, he's not blind and deaf. He's desperate. There's a difference.
Much more circumstantial evidence and subjective, like eyewitness testimony, things like that, into account than and witness testimony. It's in general than U.S. courts, if I'm not mistaken. I may be totally wrong about that, but if that is the case, then I'm pretty sure that's probably why things went the way they did. You know, because in the proceedings of that court, it's enough for her to have, you know, X number of witnesses corroborating the shit she's saying. And yeah, she's got buddies, she's got friends. And the thing is, who knows? You know, it may not even be lying. It may be that she's such a deeply manipulative person that when something happened, when she did something to him, she ran to her friends and said he did something to her, knowing it was her alibi in case.
Nice one, Jubba.
You know, somebody like that can't answer. To be honest, all I know is I support Deb. Me too. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I don't like to. I don't pretend to know things I don't like. That's conjecture, and so I'll take that as fact for anybody either. Jet Sparks always tell us a joke.
Jeff looks like he's losing weight.
He is, but he's still twice as.
That's too.
Well, yeah.
He's two Jessi milestones put together.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Woo!
But that ratio is decreasing by the day. From the look of it.
So okay.
I think it's a wake up call looking at her every morning.
By some people, I mean Uche. Y'all know Uche. Uche is a former.
I gotta get in shape. Get the fuck out of here.
For the
yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he's gonna wait till he gets to a point where he's, you know, like, damn, and okay, bye.
The way he conducts himself as a social media persona, I have a lot of respect for the way that he's handled his career post NFL. A lot of these guys like him are in what are considered non-skilled positions, and so they have a few years of shelf life where they're getting paid a pretty paycheck, but they're not getting commercials. They're not getting these big spots.
I've talked to Jeff Hicks before in the past, even on Facebook. He is a nice guy.
Enough money that if they're smart, they can do something with it. So from what I understand, Uche was one of those guys who took that money he made from the NFL and was able to invest it. I think he opened some restaurants and things like that. And so he was able to leverage that into success post NFL, which was great. And then he got involved in YouTube, and you know, just like assholes, everyone's got an opinion, and so he decided to weigh in on my Twitter. Now, I have been on a stream occasion with Uche in the past. He and I have never had any personal beef. I did think he handled himself very tastelessly during his Zack Snyder shit, but I didn't really speak to that too much. Oh, sorry, Andy. I just
realized something. She talks with an overbite. I mean, look at her jawline. She look, her bottom goes over the top when she talks. It's fucking weird.
Is that the comment? Hey, Reese, what's up? That is a comment that YouTube would censor if it knew. It's
like looking at a fucking orc talk to you on a live stream.
So, where was I? Oh yeah. So I made a tweet. So other than that, like we don't have beef.
Yes.
Like we've always been chill. Like I don't like we don't know each other per se, but we've been chill.
How you doing, Bill?
I made a tweet a while ago, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, Uche
okay.
sucks.
It was like not that long ago. Like after all the mask mandates have been lifted, and I'm like, bro, masks are optional. Why the fuck are you wearing it over your mouth and not your
I nearly have no clue what's going on in Dead IP Land because I've pretty much muted everything to do with it.
I feel comfortable about this.
Viva
I
la
don't
Indies.
care if you wear a mask in public. I don't care if you don't. There are people. Look, now the pandemic is shaking out. You know, shaking down the way it's shaking down. Look, there are people who regularly wore masks in public before there ever was a pandemic because they were germophobic or immunocompromised or wore it during flu season or wore it when they were sick or for whatever fucking reason. It was not unheard of. I'm not going to say it was common, but it was certainly not unheard of to see people, especially when you were traveling somewhere public, a public event on the subway, on the train, on the plane. It was not unheard of to see people traveling wearing masks. Makes sense that with a virus kicking around, more people than before will choose to continue wearing them. I don't give a shit. It does not bother me
because we're China
one
now.
single bit. If you choose to walk around with a mask on your face, I don't care. I personally am comfortable with my level of protection against the COVID virus, and so I'm tight going out without one. I don't really give a shit. If I'm in a scenario where it's still required or the people around me are like, please wear one, I'm going to be like, okay, because I really don't give a shit enough either way. It doesn't inconvenience my life so much that putting one on for the sake of those around me feels like a horrific imposition of my American fucking freedoms. And also,
Call it compliance, bitch. You're falling for
if I
it.
don't fucking have to, and that's just it. And I feel very comfortable
Yes,
about
exactly.
that shit, right? And I feel good about that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that because you know what?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're not all advocating for grooming children, so.
And validated in those.
But they are pissing and moaning about a franchise that doesn't give a shit about them.
True. Optional places.
It's like stop eating the trash and go for the alternatives, or just keep rereading the old EU stuff before they aborted it.
It's like listening to Jeremy from Geeks and Garglers talk about how he wants to sit there and burn down Disney one minute, but still keep going to Disney parks the next. It's amazing.
What you're trying to accomplish. If you're
Yeah, it's pretty much, what do you call it, Stockholm syndrome? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the problem is that they didn't plan ahead. They didn't have another grift lined up, so all of their money still relies on milking outrage boxes.
Oh, well, they're going to have one now. Disney just gave them Obi-Wan to cook.
There is no universe in which putting a mask over your mouth but not your nose in a masking optional place
But
makes
I don't even
sense
watch any of those videos
whatso-fucking
anymore.
ever.
I see
That's it.
people talking about
Wear
Star
your
Wars. It's
mask,
like, nope.
cool. Don't wear
It's
your
Well,
dead.
it's just like Yellow Flash said.
I don't
Star Wars
give
has
a
been
shit.
dead for a long time. Why do you keep paying to see
Why
it?
would you half-ass it when you don't have to do it at all?
Whatever, lady. But yeah, as far as all the Disney Wars crap goes, it's like it eats itself, like an Ouroboros, basically. You know,
Hmm.
are you going to get anything out of it? They're not going to return to the way you want it. They piss and shit on all the old characters because the older characters actually were able to reach people rather than all these cardboard cutouts they have nowadays. Why keep feeding that? They hate you. Go to different water.
We're talking about a company that banned Song of the South, which is about a black band and two white kids.
Virtue said exactly.
I had to watch that movie on what was it, like Daily Motion or some site where they were hosting old videos that were banned.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? That movie is where they get their main theme song from. Zippity doo dah.
It's like, I'm gonna give you shit for being stupid now. That's it.
And all these corporations aren't going to stop. They're going to take whatever beloved franchises out there and beat it to death with a cardboard stick.
At this point, like,
Yep, just like Amazon just did by not having any hobbits. They have something called hobblers, whatever the fuck they're calling them now.
I will wear a surgical mask. Because they're now readily available, super cheap or whatever, and more protected than a cloth. So again, with that readiness and cheapness of surgical, why would I go to a cloth? I personally don't think that I need the extra.
But yeah, if you want to avoid most of the trash, Dead IP land, mute the word Disney. That cuts out, I'd say, 70 to 80% of it.
Anybody else worried about anyone else's
Yep.
masking status?
Next is Paramount.
Those N95 masks protect you.
Who wants to look at Nutra?
The other ones, yeah, okay, they're more about protecting what you expel and stuff. But the N95 pluses do protect you and are intended for that purpose. So if you yourself are just a germaphobe and you're worried, just go wear an N95 plus mask and wear it for yourself. Put on anyone you care about.
Is she trying to sell people masks from her shop or something?
No, she's talking about how if you want to wear a mask, it's fine. If you don't, I don't care. I don't personally, so I don't give a shit about the topic. But asking.
That masks have germs because after about an hour, that mask is pretty much doomed. So why wear one? The only people that really should wear masks is like painters while they're actively doing something, or the construction workers, so they prevent the dust from getting in.
Yes, but most painters don't wear N95 masks. They wear rebreathers that have filters.
Gonna bounce, gonna rewatch show Adventure.
And honestly, I got fucking gingivitis from wearing a mask for so long.
Ow.
Anyway,
Oh,
someone
yeah.
mentioned Kenobi.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody mentioned Kenobi. Greg Masters, no, you did not. This is just the new novel. So, Kenobi. You guys been watching?
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see. Put a heart in the chat if you actually are enjoying Kenobi. I'll make you go through the effort. Drop a heart in the chat if you're actually enjoying Kenobi.
I'd rather drop a dying star into the chat and then watch everything bend into it.
Black hole? That's nice.
Woo! There goes Jessi.
Thoughts on Vader's
Gone.
voice? Better than Rogue One. Better than Rogue One.
Oh, here, better than Rogue One.
The
Get
weird thing about
Galaxy
the
Ascended
show
by
where,
Yakov Merkin. There you go. That's the A plus setting to replace Star
The
Wars.
show was everyone like popularized it as Kenobi. Kenobi. Everything said Kenobi in the blah blah. But apparently the show
Who's
is called
our
Obi-Wan
PG
Kenobi.
pundit?
Obi-Wan is what's trending.
He basically sells some modules for OSR. He does get into battles with the BroSR, but I follow people from both contingents. I think BroSR definitely should be listened to, though. They appeal more to the wargamer in the tabletop scene.
Andor. I have a show no one wants to watch. You know the funny thing about Andor, though,
that is the truest statement she's ever said.
Anything else the star that they've been putting out
What?
so far, because it has the least
She said she has a show she doesn't want to watch.
Of being offensive.
Yeah. Stop watching shitty shows, everybody. Like, I know everybody wants to be part of the cultural zeitgeist and it's like, oh, I know that reference. But most of these IPs don't deserve the attention anymore.
First episode of Kenobi was a lot of boring exposition, a lot of red flags. But I can't.
Yeah,
say
don't watch it. It's a piece of shit. It really is.
Episode 2, the one that aired back to back, threw in a lot of action, more red flags. But
from what little I've viewed of it from the outskirts, because it still does pop up in my feed every once in a blue moon. It looks like they demasculized yet another character, so why watch it when they don't respect any of the characters anymore? Fuck Star Wars. Seriously, fuck it with a 2x4.
Yeah, congrats to Rosetta Allen, guys. Drop her your congrats. She'd be married 16 years tomorrow. Anyone who's ever been in a relationship knows how much that takes. I refuse to watch anything Disney Star Wars, and that's totally fair. I don't recommend it. Like, I don't recommend watching Obi-Wan unless you're like, I'm at the point where the old shit killed so much for me that I don't watch this. This doesn't impact my feelings on the original stuff anymore. I think it also helps that, you know, having Ewan McGregor as Kenobi grounds this so much in the prequel universe. Plus, every fucking flashback, every fucking episode, we have to hear like 12 different lines from the prequels.
Fuck Star Wars. Really, fuck Star Wars.
It doesn't really.
It's a dead horse.
It doesn't really
leave the plantation, people.
Impact my appreciation of the original source material.
I enjoyed Stranger Things.
I haven't watched much.
We laughed and never heard yet.
That's been after 2010.
Yes,
really.
But anytime anybody wants to bring it up, we will take another moment out of our day to enjoy the fact
I'd rather
that
watch Brendan Fraser's The Mummy for like the 10th or 12th time. That's a lot more fun than what they're putting out nowadays.
Kenobi under a quarter hour more till another after show that I've had to watch. Well, there you go. There's going to be a lot of great after Obi-Wan programming for you guys to check out. But if you want to stick around with me,
I will never watch or even read anything that this lady recommends. She's pop cult.
You guys some music. If you guys want to have an input on the genre I play, whether I go acoustic, whether I go electric, you want to pick out some songs, you can do that all via super chat. Or by overwhelming majority in the chat here. But if you guys want to have any impact input, we also do this thing called 10-pack snacks on my channel. Snacking is a thing that happens on the app. 10-pack cats for 10-pack snacks is the thing that happens over on my channel. So if you go over to 17 Live and you spend half an hour there, every 5 minutes you have an option to send a snack. It's a little free thing that just bumps up your streamers. Right now at the beginning of the month is the most critical time for snacks too. It's when we
so
can
people
really
are actually sending her snacks. Okay.
For the month.
That's why she's getting so fat.
On the app is cumulative. Some of it is cumulative, ongoing. Some of it is cumulative throughout.
I wonder how many of them are
cakes.
cakes.
At the beginning of every month, which is kind of cool, but also kind of scary. It's like being on a game that has like monthly leaderboards and all.
Honestly, if you're gonna have sweets, bake them yourself. Don't get the processed shit. Legitimately make your own desserts. That's actually healthier than getting the processed junk from the bag.
Take a moment and we'll go through
Yeah, it's because it doesn't have corn syrup in it.
Because you guys let me pick which event we're gonna do. So that'll be a fun game that we play. Thor: Love and Thunder. They gave his name.
Hearts Girl.
I'm Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I never thought I would
Top
hate
Gun
a lot of
Maverick
these
was really
established
good. I
IPs
haven't
like I
seen
do
it yet.
now. But here we
I'm
are.
still catch. Okay,
I hate them with the fury of 1,000 suns. I legitimately hope that they all die out and become irrelevant within the next couple of years. Like to where people, even normies, won't be talking about them.
Between the time of 2005 and 2008, I was
everyone seems to be really
deep into Star Wars Expanded Universe, and then 2012 rolled around, they said it didn't exist.
Dog shit? Let me count the
Thousands
days.
of dollars gone. Thanks a lot.
Today's episode featured a Trump. Farming person.
Can we have a betting pool on this?
Good old blue collar farming worker who also happens to be a mole.
I suspect Saki.
Blind and lives underground.
Well, she's got a kid, so
Imperial
yeah.
sympathizer. Weird. Speaking of virtue signaling, Rosetta, I want to know: am I annoyed at the over-the-top virtue signaling we did? If it wasn't fucking rampant in fucking Obi-Wan,
even you people are virtue signaling. Like hell, I'll admit that I pretty much stand indie outlets. I signal indie outlets all the time. But at least I'm honest about it.
Freaking double of L337, where she cares about droid rights. Droids all of a sudden are not just machines. Droids were just like droid rights weren't even a fucking thing because they were machines. Kenobi stinks more than Banta Poodoo.
Then don't watch it, you fucking morons.
Yes.
If you hate it that much, don't watch it.
Karen droids. Fucking droids, right? And now it's baby Leia.
Yo ho fiddly dee, you're the pirate of the
Princess
sea.
Leia
Do something of that nature. 19
years old, who's trying desperately to overthrow the
I
Empire.
mean, I'll get brutally honest. A lot of postmodern shit isn't even worth pirating. It's really not worth people's time. It's soapboxy, patronizing, and talks down to its reader.
Yeah.
And it's reflected in their shows as well.
Disney princess bullshit. Not every little girl runs around the woods, wants to escape her life and run around the woods like a fairy princess. I do. I was that little girl. When I was 19 years old, I didn't look or act anything like Princess Leia. Anything at all.
You barely look like a woman, lady.
What is a
They definitely have
woman?
a consciousness. They definitely have a self-awareness. They definitely have fears. C-3PO, I think, is proof positive of that.
Fiona, I have to ask, but
we also they don't.
Are there more beautiful women than Jessi Milestone in the current service of military
They don't
women?
have a consciousness.
Well, when I was in, yeah, there was some very pretty ladies.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, you can get a standard buzz cut even if you're a woman in the military, but most of us went with like bob cuts, and some people truly enjoyed styling their hair. But nowadays, it's like you look at it, and like, my brother tells me horror stories. Like they will full on pay for transitional surgery.
Program like
yep, that's covered under
nobody ever felt bad about.
God, I'm blanking on the military.
C-3PO
Tricare.
Never felt bad
yeah, it's covered by Tricare now. Woo!
Like
So Battlefield 2042 is realistic. Holy
He may
shit.
have a survival instinct, but he doesn't have a consciousness the same way that other creatures in Star Wars have. Even like Chewbacca, for example.
Fuck Star Wars. You
like
get from
Chewbacca.
orbit.
Now, so we can't hack them. Jesus Christ! Hey, rookie critic! Hey, what's up? How are you? We're talking about how droid rights.
Oh god, I know that guy.
Because this is the thing, and then this gets into a.
Can someone superimpose her face over the footage of Ethan Ralph getting the shit knocked out of him?
Doesn't matter. And here's the answer. In Star Wars, it doesn't, because Star Wars isn't really sci-fi. Star Wars is fantasy, and droid consciousness.
The pulps made it popular, but there's such a thing called space fantasy. That's where space opera takes a lot of its cues from. There's more space opera and stuff out there other than Star Wars.
Is divorcing Star Wars from its original purpose, from its original message.
George Lucas, like straight up, like wholesale took a whole lot from Lensman and spaghetti westerns and samurai stories.
That's what Star Trek is for. That's what Star Trek has always been for.
So you too can rip off older stories and then rearrange them in the way you want to.
That's what Star Wars is.
You don't have to tie your identity to Star Wars.
Bipedal emotes are people with pets are like our pets.
No, we don't.
God, my liver would be fucking dead.
Even so, I think the human-like ones are more like.
I don't
always
drink,
been treated
so
more like
I'm
pets
sober
than
for
people,
life.
too. Where, once again, like
For life? Wow.
one over 100.
I've only had one
Like,
alcoholic
3PO
drink,
doon't
and that
have
was
any wants or
almond
needs of his
liquor,
own.
and I only
He
took one
doesn't have
shot.
any opinions or objectives of his own. He only has
Burnt my throat like a
either
son
his
of a bitch.
programming or survival. And so when he's
Yeah,
when
if I was
stranded
only
on
going to try
Tatooine,
one in
R2-D2
my life, I
has
don't think it'd be
programming.
that.
He has a mission. He has instructions given to him by a master.
We know you're a
3PO
Pabst
feels like
Blue
he doesn't
type
have
of
a
man,
master, so his
Alasi.
only programming is survival. So,
Oh shit! I thought he
right,
would be a little black blue
not
Canadian
yet,
drinker.
Rosanna. Not yet. I got you. Okay, good. I did not read it yet, but now that you're back, I will. So that worked out.
As long as nobody's a damn
Here we go.
Keystone person, fuck that shit.
I got it now. Clearly, I
I mean,
was.
shit, if you don't even have to be original, you could
Rosanna
take
says, they
stuff
said
that
if you
other
don't
people
like
have
this
done
character,
before,
you're
but
racist
just
to
go
the
off in
actors.
your own
Complete
direction.
total horse
That's
crap
where some of the
tokenizing and
originality
disrespecting
can
the
come from, because
Yes,
no other person can
exactly.
replicate what you can do.
So yes, if you haven't heard, guys, and now look, I'm not saying that Moses Ingram, whoever I'm butchering, apparently being racist by saying her name.
But you could tell
I'm
when
not
somebody doesn't
saying that
try,
she
like
didn't
Liam
receive
Gray,
racist
and
DMs.
just holds
Look,
out like, let's see,
sure.
oh, the
Just about
murder
every
golf
fucking
thing.
person
It looks like that Dante guy from Devil May Cry mixed in with a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist. Yay! So original.
It's
TM.
everybody gets hate. The bigger you are, the more hate you're gonna get. And so, if you are famous, you will get hatred, and people are largely stupid, so they will.
I don't even remember there being an animated Flash Gordon. Was there?
So
When
I'm
did that happen?
sure that this chick has haters, and I'm sure.
I can look,
That's
because
just the nature of the
I
beast.
know a
You
lot
signed
of
up to
things
be
for
famous.
older
And
style
not
stuff,
saying
but not
she's like,
everything.
everyone thinks they just grit and bear it. That's no, speak up, say whatever the fuck you want to say. But this whole like
I remember
institutional
the
pushback against any backlash
black
against
and white
characters
cereals
racing,
with Buster
what
Crabbe.
it actually does is just leave every single other person of character color, every single other actor.
Yeah, let's
who's
see.
in a
What does it
minority
say?
group, including
Flash Gordon
black,
TV
feel
series
hung out
was
to dry and
1979 to
left vulnerable.
82, but I think that's the live action one.
And yes, they're using it as a smokescreen to defend their show.
Let's see. It says there's a
Irrespective of what
1996
the
TV
actress may not be
series.
facing, that has nothing to do with the character or the
And
show.
then what
People
else?
may be shitheads. People
The
being
New Adventures
shitheads
of Flash
does
Gordon.
not mean I
Yeah,
can't
let me
say
take a
that.
look
I
at
don't
that.
think she was a good choice. I don't think she's a particularly good actor.
Oh wow, for $100. Woo! It's on 4 discs.
Place them too much in the
Let's see
modern
if I can
times.
tell what
People
year
like
it was
Mark
made.
Wahlberg, who I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
use
are
ad
appropriate to
blocker,
stick
so I
in
don't.
the deep past. I think it's very.
Oh yeah, like Brave. Honestly, the Brave browser is great for that.
Yeah.
Because man, I noticed my old browser they wouldn't block all the YouTube bullshit anymore, so I switched over.
Wherever this chick is from, she's definitely from an American city.
Like
She
here,
has a
I
very
will
urban
link
accent.
this in the chat in case this is the one that they
No,
were
that's
talking
not
about.
a racist statement. She has an urban accent. She sounds like she's from a city. She sounds like she's from a U.S. fucking city. You can take that to me whatever you want. You can extrapolate my words and say you're being racist. No, I'm not. I'm being fucking truthful. And it's not fair. It's absolutely.
I'm surprised she didn't say I'm not racist because I have a black boyfriend.
Feel like I can't
Yeah, right.
say things. Like the fucking show has the audacity to have somebody look this character in the eye and be like, "You smell. You're lesser than. You will never be good enough because of who you are." To literally write racism against this character into the show and have it shoved in her fucking face, and then wants to turn around. And go,
Yes, I will admit that. Yeah, the live action movie. Ooh, that's some fun stuff.
Your show is your entire
Queen.
show is racist against that character.
This sounds like she has more
NYC
going
is
on
an
than
accent,
just
boss
opinion of
accent,
a
so that's
show.
exactly. Correct.
Well, see, half the time with the pop cult people, if you insult their favorite IP, they get very personally offended because you like killed their third child or something because of that.
Los Angeles. I think there is an urban.
They use these IPs to replace some sort of hole in them.
Accent than say a suburban accent. I would, if I had to guess, I would guess she is from either Chicago, New York, or somewhere in that general, somewhere in the
Yes,
region.
exactly.
That would be my best guess. But yeah, she came from an urban planet. Did they say that?
There's some other I guess they gave her like $5 or something. Jesus,
that's
people.
the problem with the show, though, right?
Jessi
is
hates
that
black people.
urban Coruscant urban does not mean urban US, right? An urban accent should not have a place in Star Wars because Star Wars should not have anything that to us looks urban. Similarly, Star Wars shouldn't have Joshua trees.
Why care about Star Wars?
Jedi,
Seriously,
when
I'll
they
keep asking
realized
that question. Why even care about this IP anymore? Really? It's a waste of time.
Rare bird.
Because they want it to be the exact same. It's like having a jaded lover who tell you they don't care about you anymore and they change on you and you're still trying to get over it.
Thus the porg was born. This, by the way, as much as I think porgs are stupid and annoying and fucking Chewbacca should have eaten him. Hey, what's up, Mecha? She should have been British, yes, instead of us.
Careful now. Mecha really likes the porgs.
What fucking planet where they talk like this, you know? Like they're cooler than you, you know? Like which planet, you know, where they like talk like this? Yeah. Which planet's that, Star Wars? Which planet do you sound like a person who just hasn't learned their place? Oh, is that racist for me to say? I'm sorry.
She doesn't realize that fucking Finn called fucking plasma fucking chrome dome, right?
And annoying. And by the way, per spoilers, she's everything they say she is. Like, not even spoilers aside. What's this character gonna do? She's obviously going to fail at killing Kenobi and bringing Leia to Vader, and we know per Vader that he's gonna fucking kill her if she fails. So she has two.
Who cares about Star Wars? The version of Leia sucks.
And either way, she is exactly what all the other Inquisitors say she is, which is not good enough to be a High Inquisitor. Because either she is going to fail Vader, or
this is a question for Fiona. Why do women do that hand clap bullshit?
She has proven them right. She has
Please pay attention to me. What I'm saying is important. Over-exaggerated hand movements will facilitate like how important this item is.
Revenge of the Nether.
I'm a strong, powerful, independent female. I will smack my hands.
Well, either way, it still means I'm not paying attention.
But some of them think you will pay attention to all the awesome hand waving. No, it took a while to learn, but it's like if I want to ask my dad something, be very direct and to the point. Don't over-bloviate.
I learned early on that if someone starts moving their hands really fast doing that, I must take it as a sign of aggression.
That's fucking awesome. Thank you.
I also think
guys,
it's because most fathers don't teach their daughters.
Me, please tell me about it. I love hearing that shit. I know some people are like, oh, this is weird. Dude, one guy sent me a picture. He was like, hey, I made this picture of you.
Because guys don't do the whole subtle social movements or facial expressions. Just get to the point. That's all they really need.
Sorry, Alex, did you and Jeff watch AEW Double or Nothing? We have not watched it yet.
If you're with a flock of other women, go full tilt on the whole subtle imagery or movements or facial expressions.
We were like, okay, it was a couple hours before.
Most men hardly even raise an eyebrow.
Beforehand, and we just fell asleep and slept through it. And by the time we woke up, it was like half over. So we just figured we'd catch it up somewhere later.
Here, speaking of the shadow. I did pick this up from Audible.
September, I believe, is when that slate is coming.
I'll link it here in a moment. They don't have the first part, unfortunately. But, 60 hours of the Shadow radio show is not a bad deal. The volume 2 is only about $10, and you get 40 hours from that.
Great spot. AEW was in a great spot, kind of like biding their time, letting WWE just shit the bed, just shit all over itself. And it was going to keep doing that. Like, the thing is, they had a great WrestleMania, no doubt. You can't take that away. Stone Cold and all that shit. It was great. I was there. But from everything I heard, by the next fucking night, by that Raw already, it was garbage. Backlash was.
We could tell she was at a wrestling match because of how flat her face is.
They shit the bed immediately, so there was no reason for Tony Khan to get all too big for his britches, trying to challenge, Vince McMahon on the biggest night of the year with some big ass announcement. We got Samoa Joe. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, and side note, the Brave browser is super fast.
Double down, but now
you never realize how much the stupid ads slow everything down until it completely eliminates everything. It's doing even better job than the average ad blocker.
Gotta watch him walk out and put his boots, drop his shoes in the ring and all that.
It's not quite so fast if you have several open windows with as many tabs as you can fit on that window. Open at the same time.
To the on
Just saying.
The place I will be migrating to after this is actually a completely different platform.
Yes.
So let me drop that link in the chat so you guys can check it out. If you haven't,
just reminds me that any man will stick his dick in anything.
If you guys haven't been over on 17 Live yet,
Damn.
you can download this app right here. It's free, 100%. You just sign up, make a profile, just like you would for YouTube and stuff like that. And if you do that, if you use that link to download, make a profile, and then in the first 24 hours, you watch 10 minutes of 2 different streams. So you can catch me right after this, and then jet around, watch 10 minutes of somebody else. I'll get $10 for that. That's pretty cool. I will just get $10.
No, don't give her money.
If you do that.
How much are we at right now? She has 30.
About me on that app right now. I'm also
She's gotten several $5 ones or something.
Oh, okay, so we're at 40.
Jessi, it's Michelle's husband, Devin. Oh, I would like to surprise my wife. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's talk about it. I've got my email address here. She has my email address too. She knows my email. So if you ever want to be like, I just need to have Jessi someday. Yeah, we'll figure out the deets. But yeah.
These are the type of people that will keep complaining about things, but will never change anything at all.
NWA Power and NWA Sarah at the moment. Nice. Jessi has a fencing stuff going. Thank you for asking. A little bit rough right now. Not gonna lie, it is a little bit rough. So I'll get back to the 175 in just a second. Fencing. For those of you who did contribute to the campaign or who have been following along, so much appreciation.
Here we go.
Hanging out in Milestone.
Oh no.
Bank account, which is exciting that exists, but also, we shortly after the campaign closed, we lost our location, which most of you guys know. That was back in January. Been location hunting ever since, and that we just had a place that we thought was going to work out. A couple weeks ago, that fell through, so it's kind of a bummer. Hey, what's up, Dr. Alex? Hello, Jessi at Mindless Entertainment. Hope all is well over there and you're having a fantastic time. I am. Dr. Alex, guys, for those who don't know, writes Doctor Who stories. You can check him out, Alex Leeds. If you look him up.
More Brand, brought to you by Brand.
Alex Leeds, Doctor. Or it's the Doctor reads the Doctor by the Doctor. Right, right. You can find them on Amazon. You get those books on Amazon, or you can.
Although I will say, Dollar Store is useful for getting drinks before work. Like if you just need to go in and grab a couple of bottles of soda or anything else, it's like that works.
The show is going, and you want some richness in that universe. This guy used to write canon stories back in the day, so you're getting quality. You're getting, what's up.
Nothing made by Disney is quality anymore. Get it through your thick heads, people. Please.
Although fencing has been slow to get with the times in terms of treating all of its members with equal respect.
Oh my God.
It has also been fairly impervious to the influx of wokeness. So, there's good and bad. The bad is that you can still treat someone like shit just for being a woman or black in the sport of fencing.
Well, yeah, because how can the fencing school even provide you with any kind of
common sense? So,
use if you're not in the same area she is,
You can't be canceled.
I'll address that after this segment's over with.
Not being politically correct enough. You can be canceled for accusing people of not being politically correct enough or discriminating against you. That's actually a big thing in fencing. This is how you know we're still backwards. In the world, the worst thing that you can be accused of is discrimination.
Because the way her campaign was run, like I see some campaigns that are like that, and I'm like, I don't trust that shit.
We're still in the place that when you
unless you're in the same exact geographical zone and can actually physically go there and learn something, I don't even trust doing Zoom calls for classes.
Music video at the moment while I wait the other Doctor Who submissions. I am working on mine. I promise. Do you? Bye, Jet Sparks. Thank you for joining. Do you want?
Yes, she is going to work at Fly Fencing, and I'll show you guys after this segment's over with. It's hilarious.
Actually going to go through it. Like, I know the creature. I know the pressure. I know the that. I just know exactly. Like, I need to know why the Doctor needs to be there. Like, where it connects to his story. Like how it's going to reflect back into whatever's going on in their world. Because I feel like that's something that Dr. Alex does so well. Is like, I know it doesn't have to all, story in the bigger Doctor Who world, but you've developed such clear characters with such clear points of view that are in many ways distinct from their television counterparts. And and so I do feel really strongly about making sure that whatever story I'm telling, that's
that reminds me.
Message I'm trying to share, equally
look that up real quick.
is balanced by whatever is going on in the
Whatever you're drinking, lady, stop, please.
So what's the punishment in fencing for being a D-bag? Line up, everybody go drink.
I heard Jessi got a new
I
sponsorship for her videos.
No, the punishment in fencing for being
Bumblebee
a D-bag,
tuna?
well, it depends. If you are the D-bag that is right or is... Here's the way fencing goes. Are you the more, in any conflict or any dispute between two people, are you the more valuable asset to the fencing? Are you the more powerful coach? Are you the more powerful referee?
If you can't make it as an actor, be a fencer.
Whatever your relative value is to the fencer, well, it may just be how many people like you, you know. Are you better liked than your counterpart? However that one goes, right? That tends to be
low man on the totem pole
for whether or not you're right. That's the full stop. If you are the better, the higher, the whatever, you're right. You're right. I've seen this happen when two referees who were previously married got divorced. Why did they get divorced, you ask? Well, because one of the referees was having an affair with another referee. And
now back to the days of our lives.
For that referee. And in the process of leaving, it was this ugly, messy thing, and she had moved her entire life up to Canada for this guy to begin with. In Canada, there are no-fault divorce laws. So she got hosed on the divorce. In the process of him moving out, he left one of the doors open, one of her cats got out and died. Like, she got wrecked over this. But guess what? He was an Olympic-level referee, Grand Prix, all this shit, one of the top referees in the world, and she was an international referee, but with not so great of a reputation. Yeah, guess who was the right one? Oh, yeah, and the other person he had an affair with was somebody who's very entrenched.
I just wish there was a way to wake more people up to, how lame most IPs are nowadays, and
this
they
other
should just
individual, the
find
person who
something
was
else.
wronged in the first place,
Because if you let these
made
IPs
herself wrong
genuinely
in the long
die
term by-
and lapse into irrelevance,
Like,
somebody might be able to come back
but then again,
later
it's
and
also
revive
very
them in the proper
because you're
way.
dealing with a situation
But
where
as
it's
it stands right
that
now,
happens.
that's not going to happen.
That actually happens.
You're going to keep getting
And our
bones
administration
thrown at you
basically was
where
like, well,
the
that's not a
IP
problem. We don't
is
know- we
just
don't
a
need to know
piece of
about
junk,
la, la,
and you're
la, la,
eating
la.
the scraps
Your lives,
willingly.
Your personal lives aren't our business. La 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 la. So when the referee who got shafted started acting like a giant douchebag towards the referee who had stolen her husband away, which she should not have done. It was inappropriate. She should not have done that. But when she did do that, the result of the play was
I think Jessi's jealous of the fact she can't steal a person's husband away.
was to basically bully this woman out of the country, and that's great. This is great because now that other person who's a piece of shit herself is still in charge of things like international development, and it's part of the reason that why I'm not an international referee and never will be. He'll probably get in trouble for saying this on a live stream, even though it's like, what can you do? What can you do? You give me a disciplinary hearing and some bullshit. Kick me out as a referee. I don't give a shit. I'll come back as a coach. I don't need to be a referee with these assholes. This is the best part. It's like, what do you want me to do? You can say I can't referee. Okay, fine. I won't. Cool. I won't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to blame a last Matt for this.
I refuse to submit to your bullshit disciplinary.
I just
hearing.
found
I will
out
just get
Jessi
a
Milestone's
lawyer and
originally
sue
from
you on the
Pennsylvania.
ground, so. It's common. Like.
Alas,
That's
Matt,
all that.
this
I'm
is your
just
fault.
I've never done it.
You
I've
let
never
her
been
go.
the person who sought out the lawyer and went, I'm going to fucking get you for this. Even though I
Sounds
had
like the last man
grounds
is
to.
helicoptering
I had the
again.
grounds to. So it's just going to be the right moment one day, and I'm going to burn someone to the fucking ground. It's gonna be all
At this
out.
point in my life, I will just be happy if I can recommend a book and even a handful of people pick
All
it
right,
up.
so what else do we have to talk about? Because we are getting towards the point. Ooh, 1-7 live pitch. 1-7 live pitch.
Helicopter.
Because freak usually phrase like Amber Chicken did.
Alaska's really good at that.
To eat less peace.
So I don't need fake bruises. I don't ever need fake bruises. Damn it.
She had a peep shish kebab.
Because the thing is, I'm not afraid to put myself in the position where someone, if they want to be that much of an asshole, is going to try to give me the real ones. Because I don't stand down for douchebags. Threatening violence is not a good reason for me to stand down if you're wrong, you know. And I like that about myself. I like that I've done enough work and training and effort to feel confident in those situations. To stand
Hitting
there
Jessi's like hitting a
somebody,
pug.
no,
it just doesn't
like,
feel
you can't
right.
be an asshole right now. Threatening violence isn't going to work on me. I'm not scared of you.
You know, I do have a tip jar for the Uplift protocol, but I don't put it on my main social at all. If people feel a tip, and they can find it, you know, but I don't force people to.
Things that aren't the answer. Canceling Bradley Cooper. Canceling this new biopic about Leonard
here it
Bernstein.
comes.
You guys hear about this? This is
The best part.
All right. First of all, guys, before we move into this, next is our last topic-y topic. We can tell you some more about 17 Live. Move over there. If you guys want to have an input on what I play, on whether I play acoustic, whether I'm playing electric, any of the songs that I'm playing, any of the weird shit I do, we can pop over. Send those opinions, send them in super chats, and I will take those into account. You got to control what happens next in the stream. This is gonna be ongoing, guys, every Wednesday. I'm gonna pop in around 3 o'clock Pacific. Give you guys a little me time, a little hour and a half, 2 hours of me time. Catch up on the news, catch up on the world, catch up on aussi, and see, you know, and then you guys will have the opportunity every week to determine what's gonna go on 17 Live afterwards. And that's how we're going to play this game from now. That's how Wednesdays are going to go. It'll be your God Emperor's Mindless Marathon. It's going to be a fun time right here in my little studio corner. So if you guys have any also inputs, opinions, thoughts, things you want to see on this portion of the show as well, let me know. Yeah. Huh. If they strike you down, they become more powerful than they can possibly. That's right. Yes, please do, Dr. Alex. I hope the time slot is favorable to you. I will post that 17 Live link in there again, guys. This is my affiliate link. That means that if you download 17 Live, watch 10 minutes of 2 different streamers. The first day, I get $10. It's like sending me a free $10 super chat.
Oh God.
Play WTD. What does WTD stand for? Why can't
I'll tell you guys later.
Like Mecca does on her game show. What is that? Why don't I know? Why am I burping?
I wonder if it's possible to have her card
Mecca
code
was
again
here.
just
I
for
know
shits
she
and
still is,
giggles.
but I can't steal her games if she doesn't give me her permission. But she's around, so she can give me her. Oh yeah, she's recently. I think I missed this comment. I think Reva is the best part because she's a Mel Brooks character in Star Wars. It's like Tommy Wiseau directed her. Yo, fucking savage! Yes, dude. I love you. Oh my god, that was fucking savage. Mecca Random 42, everybody. If you're not subscribed to her, she is YouTube's favorite harpy and whatever else. Wherever else her brand has taken her these days. Mecca did what I should have done a long time ago, which is
How many drinks is she drinking?
Like, screw all you. Fuck all y'all. I do what I want.
Holy shit.
Okay, her name is Chris Cross.
I'm having a moment. Give me a second.
I love it! Chris Cross! That's awesome! Daughter of Carrie and Cross. And yes, she's a total badass. I plan on posting your character on Instagram soon after getting your laptop. Please tag me in that. You guys know Mindless Entertainment over on Instagram. Definitely tag me once you do that.
Whenever I get tip money, and sometimes I'll get $5-10 here and there, I put that all towards the protocol art. Just saying. But
I need it. You know,
I'd rather fund something for my own pocket before I've established myself. Because I don't expect people to be like, oh, I'm going to give you money just for being you. It's like, no, I want to offer people something.
That's all it is. It's like if YouTube gave me a $10 super chat every time I got somebody new to sign up for YouTube. It's awesome. By the way, guys, if you didn't catch the context for this, this is Revenge of the Netherrealm's custom Mortal Kombat character.
But no, this whole setup, though, just proves to be people and their money are easily parted.
Actually, I can't wait to see
even for people that are not worthy, like this lady.
So, I just need to know if Kenobi is good, okay, or bad. Well, I'm going to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Anigia Jones, Kenobi sucks. Obi-Wan Kenobi is abject dog shit. I'd say episode 1 started with some.
Has she started the Bradley Cooper rant yet?
Things to be hopeful about.
I don't think so.
Writing in the first episode was better.
Jesus.
His acting has been solid throughout, and I think the character's writing was pretty okay in the first 2 episodes, minus a couple of things. Owen Lars was actually a really well written character in the first episode.
She says a whole lot of nothing. That's my main takeaway so far.
but it's like there were so many red flags early on, like Princess Leia. Why does he know Princess Leia? Why is Princess Leia a little fucking Disney princess? Why is she spoiled brat that cares about droid rights? Why does Obi-Wan Kenobi have this weird like force erectile dysfunction? It's not how it works. We know this. Yoda literally says it's not about your strength or your this. It's the force is not about like it's not a muscle.
Why are
It's
you
not
even
like,
watching
yes,
Not
when you're connected
Wars?
to it, you use it
Yeah.
better, but it's like if he reconnected to it to be able to catch her,
Because it sounds like a whole entire miserable experience.
Like, oh, nope, now
I mean, yeah, like there are probably people out there like this is good enough bone for me, and they're free to watch it, but don't expect Disney to course correct at all. And hate watching it just as bad as like trying to boycott something. But when they bring the right kind of actor or actress back, it's forgiven.
It's first of all, you have a black character where everyone keeps just going to her and telling her point blank to her face that she smells and she's lesser than and beneath everyone else, and I'm like, really?
It's Disney Wars. You already know it's going to be bad, so why even ask? Oh, is Kenobi going to be good? Here, I'll even link it. You might as well just read the EU book.
Like, we're supposed to be
let me find it.
kidding me? It's ridiculous. It's like so on the nose with this shit. Now, what bullshit happened in today's episode? Oh my god. More droid rights. More force erectile dysfunction. Oh yeah. And we had an allegory for a good old blue collar working stiff farmer who, of course, is an imperial sympathizer.
Jessi doesn't look like she's worked a fucking day of hard labor in her fucking life.
If she's been horseback riding and fencing for most of her teenage years, then that would be a yeah.
God, it's some of the. This has worse identity politics.
I'm pretty sure she's gone through life reverse cowgirl style.
It's painful.
I'm scared for the horse now.
Okay. It's pronounced Oni.
And I'm the horse
The
king.
J sounds like a G. Okay. Onigia. Onigia Jones. Okay. Onigia Jones.
Stay golden, pony boy.
It's like Indiana. Onigia.
Oh,
Is that
Lord.
the intention? Because I'm going to feel really cool if I figure that out. But anyway, that's what I'm going in my mind. Onigia Jones. I like it. Alright. So, the last thing to be outraged about. Here, guys. Obi-Wan, not good.
When is she never outraged by something?
Last thing to be outraged about is Bradley Cooper, apparently.
What is this?
Okay, here, I found it.
Hope the team here goes over the EBS Go Over.
Okay.
By streaming
so
everything. It's
people are
such a
mad.
sign of the times. What?
People are mad,
He's going to have to be
about
clarifying that. I don't know what the fuck he's talking
Because
about.
apparently there's this thing that I didn't know about. Let's see. Nice picture. Nice picture to share with you guys. This is terrible. It's tiny. It's bigger here.
I know that last night they had a live stream about the shit that was going down in Texas, if that's what he's talking about.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah,
Speaking
I think we're going to have to reserve our pride.
You guys recognize this actor right here?
For Twitch.
Well, I will just say this.
That's Bradley
Texas
Cooper.
and Florida
In case you don't
have
know.
moved to petition a bill to
I'll just search your name
make
my phone is Moon Knight.
drag shows for children illegal.
Excellent.
So
Well,
on
they
1-7
better tell
Live,
Miami
guys,
that
if
because
you
they
wanna
just turned a
find me,
cop
it's gonna
car
be
into a
m.e.live.
flag.
Sorry,
Yeah, can't even talk. A
So
pride flag
1-7
car.
Live, here's the link.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like having these guys in drag dressing for kids, like losing clothes and shit.
Why take your kid to, seriously, why take your kid to any place like that? Seriously,
Yeah, well,
why?
they aged him up and they put prosthetics. He's
Well,
Leonard
if you
Bernstein.
go to Mark Dice,
Bernstein,
apparently this has been a thing since 2017 that Alex Jones has been trying to tell everybody. Once again, Alex
and
Jones is right.
apparently wearing a prosthetic nose to make his nose bigger because
I don't have a
Leonard
savings
Bernstein
account. It's
actually
Alex
had a
Jones'
bigger
right
nose than
jar.
Bradley Cooper. Now is
Here
Two-Face.
comes
Nope,
the part.
got
Here comes
canceled
the
for his
part.
nose.
Yeah, I tried to do the whole support creators by watching their ads, but holy shit. One day later, I was like, nope. Ad block time. Fuck this. Sorry, but there's too many commercials and they're too repetitive. It's like the same one plays over and over and over again. It's like, god damn. All right, now what is this that she's about to do?
Oh, she's about to spur the fuck out.
Ah, excellent.
Canceled for having a nose that was more screen accurate.
Huh?
Bradley
Apparently,
Cooper had
I'm
a
supposed to be outraged.
nose implant for his character to play a Jewish man, and they're calling it Jew face now because he's wearing a nose. And she's going nuts over it.
Outraged and fucking offended
Some people
and
just have big
appalled
noses. That's
at
all.
the
Jack better
fact-
control
Now
this
look,
bitch real quick.
No ads for uBlock Origin. Yes, that's what I have installed on Chrome.
Let's talk about this for a second, because if you were to take Bradley Cooper and be like, okay, in this movie, he's just going to play a generic Jewish guy. And to denote that he was playing a generic Jewish guy, you stuck a giant prosthetic on his face. That would be anti-Semitic. Yes, that would be.
No, some people genuinely have big noses.
Yep.
Yeah, like Nick Rekieta.
A thing. Yeah, I think we know what Jew face looks like too, right? Like we know what that looks like, right? There's a comparable
The big
thing in
nose,
culture.
the money in the eye, the gold around the neck.
The problem is, like
Sure.
nowadays, the instant somebody disagrees with somebody, it's like you're the ism. And then pretty soon that word has no meaning at all for anyone anymore because everybody's been accused of it so often where it's just like you just turn your head like, what the heck's going on here? Oh, that again? Okay, bye.
Well, that's why the Rastafari community says the isms are schisms, because everybody tries to make everything a fucking ism.
Like blackface, that's Jewface. That has a history attached to it, that has something attached to it, and it's even uglier actually in the Jewish side than it is on the black side, because on the black side it actually comes from and its very, very origins, it comes from minstrelsism. It's actually black people doing it to themselves to carve themselves a place in entertainment in the beginning. And so even though it is derogatory for sure, it also has a place in the history of those people, of a people, in entertainment. Jewface really doesn't. Jewface, is it blackface if you give a light-skinned black person darker skin? Yeah, I think so. I think that's considered blackface now. So that no actor can play stereotype version ever again. Exactly. By this token, it would be Jewface to put literally anybody, make anybody Cyrano, even if
Yes, again.
Okay,
he was not
so what
Jewish,
would Florida
even though
face
he's
be
not.
considered? Let me put a beer can
So
in
what?
somebody's
Black
hand.
is the new Jew?
Okay, well, so she's
Or
saying
flip that. Jew is the new black.
So is she saying that the black Israelites are right?
Yep, that is true.
Right? So, again, Jewface.
That's
we
right.
definitely know what this is. That has definitely been a trope in theater going back to like Shakespearean times. Fucking the Merchant of Venice, the evil Jew, and it's to have a ridiculously giant nose and a certain look and all that stuff. This is not that. So, like I said, if in a modern setting you were like, all right, this actor was going to play Jewish, so we're going to give him a ridiculously big nose to denote that he's Jewish, and that was it, like, okay, that's a little fucked up. That's anti-Semitic. I'm calling that
And
fucked up. I'm calling that
what's
anti-Semitic.
the point of all this? Oh no,
But
he has
using a
big
prosthetic
nose.
to make the
He has a
actor
big
look more
nose.
true to
Whatever
life
shall
when
do.
everything in
I told you the spurging's coming. She's going to go into a tirade with this.
acting is being obsessed with making these guys look fucking screen accurate. What is the problem here? Next Pinocchio be canceled for a wooden nose. Exactly. What is the fucking problem?
Let's see, to make more female
Problem is that
characters
we're
screen
not
accurate,
using our
make sure
heads
you give them a bigger
problem
chest
is that we're
size
not
than the
using
C.
common sense or logic to think through these things. We've reduced everything to memery, to base definitions, to button words. And so we as a people don't have the capacity, don't have the brain power to logic our way through this and go, maybe they gave Bradley Cooper a prosthetic because Leonard Bernstein actually had a bigger fucking nose than he did.
Oh,
Where's my friend pointed out? Maybe they gave him a prosthetic because he's playing old Leonard Bernstein and older people have exaggerated features anyway. Maybe you fucking figure any of that out before running your mouth and immediately going, Leonard Bernstein's Jewish. They gave Bradley Cooper a big nose. Big noses are a Jewish stereotype. It must be racist.
Oh,
Why
that
is
means
there
we
a
gotta give all the
stereotype that
Asians
Jews have
big buck teeth, right?
Because a lot of fucking people of my people, a lot of Jews have big fucking noses. A lot of us fucking do.
It's just a fact. So it stands to reason. It's not straining.
Stop touching your
concepts
hair.
of logic to think.
Uh-huh.
That fucking plastic is racist now. Everything is racist now. But it does not strain the
And
laws
we have
of
to
logic
point it all
to think
out.
that the prosthetic was put on for
If
screen
everything's
accuracy
racist, it'll
and no
cancel
other fucking
touch
reason.
each other out.
The Penguin is now anti-Semitic. Matt Damon was going to use it. Huh. He did. Matt Damon did use a prosthetic nose in Ocean's 11 for the sole purpose of disguising his features and making his face look bigger. He might have even been playing a Jewish character in that. But again, the joke was, if that was the case, then when the joke is, we'll give you a big nose
Okay,
to
hold
make
on.
you
I'm
look
calling
Jewish,
Jessi
and
out
it's in
on her hypocrisy. She clearly cosplays as Justin Bieber every fucking weekend.
Well, you know, by her definition, does it mean that we're supposed to call Mission Impossible racist for how many times Tom Cruise puts on a new face? I mean,
Only if it's black or Jew face. Shalom.
Thank you, Mr. Nuggets. I'm very proud of it.
Shalom.
Like, then it's a joke. Then it's a fucking joke. If you're making a joke, hey, we'll give you a big nose so they'll think you're Jewish. Then you're making a joke, and it's not anti-Semitic anymore. It's fucking funny. Let's get out of our own ways with all the offensive bullshit.
She's retarded.
She's not offensive.
She's grade A retarded.
You just figured that?
Hey, I'm surprised your comment came through, McFrozen Nuggets. She was usually like a super canceled word on here. So there you have it. Fucking more. And you know what? While we're on that topic, I am fucking sick. By the way, thank you. 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I am fucking sick of everybody else only giving a shit about anti-Semitism when it is convenient for them.
That's what most
now y'all care.
activism is.
Where were you guys
Only
when
when
there
it's
was an actual
convenient.
Nazi rally down in Orlando, in the Orlando County?
Ignoring it like everybody else.
I have a question.
Orlando.
Is it the madder she gets, the more her hair just starts flipping by itself?
Yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron. She does it when she's really happy. She does it when she's really mad. But if she's like mellow, she doesn't do it at all.
I'm just waiting for her head to start spinning.
I'm looking for her hair to start falling out.
Look out for pea soup.
Two different Nazi rallies in Florida in the span of like a week, and everyone's like, "Nah, I guess this is not a big deal."
It's not a big deal. How many
Hey,
people
Fiona,
were there?
were
Like
there
a dozen?
Nazi rallies?
Who cares?
I'm just curious.
Oh, I could look it up, but I didn't.
Oh,
hear
so you don't know that's the key issue. You don't know, and you're in Florida, but she knows, and she's not in Florida.
Yeah, like if they had something like that, it's probably in a big blue bastion area like Orlando or Miami. If they have any sort of outrage rallies about something,
It's like the Blues Brothers. I hate Illinois Nazis, and I get ran over. No one gives a damn.
I somehow doubt it's in Miami with the amount of Cuban people.
That is a very good point.
What about the amount of gay people?
Oh,
Good
right.
point.
The birdcage. Yeah.
I don't see gay Cubans walking around with big old fucking Nazi flags and shit. That just doesn't seem accurate or right.
Most of the odd stories besides Florida man stories that come out of Florida is usually from Orlando.
She have paper.
Papers, please.
She probably has papers, but rolling papers.
Ha! Exactly.
The fuck was anybody for those? But no, we give a shit. We don't give a shit about actual neo-Nazi rallies. We give a shit about Bradley Cooper trying to do what I'm sure is an incredibly respectful, honorific portrayal of Leonard Bernstein. We give a shit that his nose is too big. What the fuck? I didn't hear anybody up in arms.
I'm just waiting for the Weinstein documentary.
Damn.
And the Ghislaine Maxwell details from that trial that we will never see the light of day until all those people involved are dead, more than likely.
We'll never see it so long as Hillary Clinton's alive.
Well, I guess that's the good thing about being in this day and age. We'll actually get to see the day that happens.
That's true.
There's a question for you, Fiona.
Oh, yeah, he does a little bit of that. The David J. West that I put in the links there. Yeah, I'd say he's pretty close to it, but he does a lot of sword and sorcery as well.
She mentioned it before. Yeah, just a bit.
Assholes give a shit about anti-Semitism when they were all concerned about Palestine, and the pro-Palestinians were legitimately attacking Jews in the streets in this very fucking city. I didn't hear them give a shit then. So I really do not want to hear anybody telling me that I need to be up in arms and fucking cancel Bradley fucking Cooper.
You know after today, I'm pro-Palestine.
That is accurate to the character he's trying to fucking portray. I am done with these idiotic double standards, these retarded expectations that make no sense. They are not helping my people. They are not protecting us. They are not making us any less vulnerable than we are today. The punchline, nobody cares about the Jews, still works. And as long as people still chuckle when you use that punchline, you know it's
nobody
a fucking
really
problem.
cares about white people.
I laugh at it too.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Where was this energy against the cops?
Hey, when was the last time anybody brought up a Native American in Congress? All right.
Hey, how are you? Hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
Like, that's what I mean.
Doing fine. How
But
about
it still
you?
works as long as it's still funny. As long as we can still derive comedy out of it, we know it still applies. That's the fucking world we live in. But nobody gives a shit. Only when it's
I
funny.
believe it. I mean, because to me, it's like night and day between American Jews versus some of the Jews over there in Israel. They seem to have different priorities too.
Yep.
Fuck. Does Bradley Cooper's nose have to do with my people when there's been actual violence and threats of violence? When people have been peddling mass conspiracies and coordinating this across the country to peddle conspiracies that the Jews are responsible for COVID. Why should I give a shit about the size of Bradley Cooper's nose? Really, why? Really, why? Tomasz Wozniak, welcome, and I'm so sorry. You're right. It's like, you know what? For those of you who are tuning out, good for you. For those of us who are going to stay along for the
Stop touching your face and stop touching your hair.
Let's make a pact.
The more I dislike a person, the more I hate their little idiosyncrasies.
Let's resolve to fucking laugh at this shit.
She's just clutching her bag of
every
gold.
goddamn episode, every stupid, lore-breaking, bullshit piece of nonsense they stick in Obi-Wan. Let's resolve to laugh.
Stop
because if
watching
not, we're gonna
Disney
go
Wars.
fucking
Stop watching it for your safety and for your
Thank you, Jay, to the
mental health.
on one. You have been on board with me from the minute this stream started. Thank you. Thank you.
Remember, Jeff is
press that like
having
button,
sex
do
with
what the
this
man
thing.
says. Now is the part, guys, where we're going to do a little
Is he though?
1-7 live spiel, and we're going to start working on
Do we know that for certain?
Getting over there instead. Cool things going on over there. Cool things going on. I'm part of a group called, or I'm part of an event right now called Battle of the Ads on 1-7 Live. I'm in a team that each week we have to. Hey, Stingray KT! Hail Mindless Entertainment! Hail Stingray! What's up?
Oh God, I saw her arm.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yes, we're gonna laugh. Join me every Wednesday, guys. It'll be perfect. We'll be right on the cusp of Kenobi. We'll be catching up. So just we'll laugh. We gotta laugh.
Don't watch Hobo.
Gotta laugh at
Don't
it.
watch Hobo.
I seem to have the unpopular
Don't
opinion
watch
regarding
Hobo.
Obi-Wan. That's okay, McFrozen Nuggets. Tell us why you're enjoying it. That's cool. We're not gonna mock you.
Because that's how they treat that
I
character.
am
I've seen
happy
some of the
if you are
screenshots.
enjoying it.
Because people
I'm
can't
over
help
this
but
whole
talk
thing
about
where
it.
it's like,
And
it doesn't
just
make
like,
sense. Why would I care
are they
if somebody
giving
else
this
likes it?
thing
Like,
money?
I don't take it personally if someone else thinks it's good or likes it. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh
If
shit!
you want my honest opinion, you'll get it always, 100%. The best part of Obi-Wan is how violent it is. I will agree with that, Charles Winthrop. Today,
man.
Andy will welcome him. Today, a
fucked up.
stormtrooper fell through a laser gate and got cut in half, and that was fucking gnarly, and that was awesome. Yeah, there are And because that's the other thing too, is when we're laughing at the bad parts, right? When we're
Star
blinded
Wars
by rage at how garbage it is.
Yeah,
and lots of Star
unfortunately,
Wars.
It's easy
yeah,
to get
all the
lost.
dead
When
IPs
we're-
have
when
enough
we're having
people
too much
that are
fun
still
laughing at
lingering
the
on,
ridiculousness, and the
hoping that the
absurdity,
zombie
then we
will
can
stop
take time and
shuffling and
appreciate,
shuffle
yeah,
forward
you know
to
what?
become a
There
living
are a
entity
couple of
again.
things.
But it's not
For
going to
all of the
happen.
writing, and this was actually a huge disappointment before we move on from Kenobi fully. One of the biggest disappointments for me,
Yes, Jeff
that
Pitt.
I feel like we were duped going from the first 2 episodes to this one, is there was a little bit of that bitterness, there was a little bit of that, old man, whatever, Luke Skywalker attitude that we had from Kenobi.
That's all they know
But I
how
thought
to
it
do
was
with the
going
male
away. I
characters.
thought we
They
were moving past that. I thought he was
deconstruct
like
them,
coming
but
back into himself.
ever build them
And it was
up
like, this
again.
episode, they just went
They
180.
want all of
He
the
was
male
worse
characters
than
to be in
grumpy
the
old man
gutter
Luke.
and
No,
be saved
no
by
trusting
strong
people,
men
no
in
liking people, no
distress.
doing anything, no doing this, no Jedi, no
But rather
magic, no
those
blood,
girls
no
get
blah.
inside
I'm
from
just
like
a
little
pitchy coward who runs away
5-year-olds.
from
Like,
McCarthy.
that
And it
also
just,
calls into
I felt
account
nothing when I
of
wanted Vader.
what
Fuck
are their
yes, they
interests
cheapened the
really.
emotional pull. Did you notice the weird cut too? There was a moment where they cut away. It was like Obi-Wan was standing facing Vader. He had his lightsaber out. Vader had turned his off and was just coming through him towards the mist. And I don't know if we saw Obi-Wan turn to run at that point or not, but I thought we left it kind of just like that. And then we cut back and Obi-Wan is just like running off in the mist again, and then Vader pops out with
Maybe
a
that's
lightsaber.
why
It's just
fencing
like,
I'm
is
trying to remember what
it was
lost
so
it
sloppy
again.
and disjointed.
White
It's like,
Saxon Protestants.
You knew exactly
Okay.
where everybody was in Return of the Jedi in a 3-way fight scene. We knew what moment we were coming into and going away from, and yeah, it's just
all this stuff just tells me my mandate of beware of everything after season 10.
He
Stands
delivers.
true
The
when it comes
performance
to
is
games,
there, but it's
movies,
like it's
everything else.
hysterical. Like Jeff and I both were like, "Whoa!" At
You
one
can't
point,
just
we're
buy
like,
it sight unseen. You have to do research.
We're
It's
like,
more than likely a soapbox.
Holy shit!
Clip
Like this
that.
lady
Yeah,
who has
Vader
her
stabbing that kid's
soapbox.
neck. Okay, that
I'll at least be
they've done
honest with
Vader right
people
so far.
when I'm talking about my soapboxes. I'll preface it my video if I do
voice
it.
is so
Be
much
like,
better,
this is my
than
soapbox.
Solo.
I haven't seen her
and
make a face like that before, man. Holy shit.
It's nice. It's nice. I like that. So that's why, like, I can enjoy those parts. It's a dog shit show, but if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna enjoy the parts that aren't bad.
There might be something to that.
Like Vader. My daughter said, at best, Vader was the cat, Obi-Wan was the mouse.
Oh
Yeah, and
no!
that's-
She actually has a kid.
The way that
No,
I'm
she's
sorry,
reading the
but
chat.
Obi-Wan goes from failing Anakin. He goes off on his spirit journey on Tatooine, talking to his old mentor and having whatever adventures he
Spirit
has.
journey, whatever.
And he comes back, the wise old whatever, who's ready to face his former
Everyone, this is this.
That's his
Was
journey.
this the Star Wars you
this.
wanted? Stop feeding
They
it.
need to stop
Seriously,
writing
don't even
characters
hate
that
watch
aren't
it.
consistent with the people
I'm one
that
of being
they are.
100% honest. Your life will be better if you don't hate watch
One
things.
character they actually keep
Elasu,
getting
you
right.
need to get the clip from the letter
That's
media
the
about
one
the
character they
consumer
haven't
product and wait
destroyed
for
yet.
next product. Like
But
they
that
did.
also makes me nervous. It's like, maybe we shouldn't get any more of that because they've got except.
Oh, like that one dude
except
that
for
was
his helmet.
crying during
They fucked up his
the
helmet. That whole like
Disney
putting him
Wars
together,
trailer
like Iron Man is
with
stupid.
what's her face flipping over
It doesn't
the
really make
thing.
sense. It's not really consistent with what we've seen.
Guy with
I
big
think that
nose,
the impression
Adam
we got was
Driver.
getting put
Yeah.
installed into the suit in Revenge of the Sith is like this is his body. Like
Did
the
you say a
suit
big
is
nose?
his
Oh no.
body. Maybe like
Yes,
panels
Adam
that
Driver
he
has a
takes off
humongous
and stuff,
nose.
but, like,
Huh.
Like he has
He also has big
the
ears. What does
suit
that say
isn't the
about him?
mechanical arms? Like he has mechanical. Like he's a hybrid human thing that just wears a suit. Not this fucking Iron Man bullshit. Also, his helmet is 2 pieces. It's a mask and a helmet. This thing just goes right the fuck down on his head. It's lore breaking. Why? I have mixed feelings about this show. That's very fair. Like I said, in spite of my overwhelming hatred of it, I do find things to like about it. It doesn't stop me from acknowledging that it's largely a piece of dog shit. All right. Now, Battle of the Odds is the thing I keep telling you about. So I am on, let me open this up for you. What did I even name this thing? So Battle of the Ads is a 4-week competition on 1-7 Live in which we are why is this all alphabetized? There we go. Oh no, don't open like this. I don't want this.
Attention, moms whose kids have gone off to college.
I don't want it.
Are you suffering?
I don't want it.
What?
I don't get it. I guess you could always fast forward her. Really.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's. She decided it was cheaper to pay to get her car out of the impound and all the other associated bills than it would have been to have paid for her insurance all along.
Yeah, yes, she filed an injunction. She's hoping to get the cops, and she's hoping to get a settlement.
Oh.
If she's gonna sue him, they should have just tased her.
Yeah.
I forgot you did that. I need the master file here. Okay. So
honestly,
she said she does meet and greets, right?
Once a month, battle of the ads. So once
yes.
This is why I don't have myself on video though, because if I do have some sort of nervous tics or something, I don't want that on video.
Maybe I don't know.
You know she got kicked out of Nerdrotic's Las Vegas party, right?
It's fucking old though. Anywho, once a
month. I don't really know much about that because I don't watch most of those channels anymore. I did for about 6 months initially when they were gaining some traction, but I just got tired of like, okay, you guys are offering all this anger, but are you offering any kind of solutions or alternatives? No.
Called Battle of the Ads, and it's a 4-week competition between 3 different teams.
The reason why she got kicked out is because she chose Mecha Random versus Midnight's Edge, and it caused a big rift to the fan rejects.
$1,000. That's real. That's real. YouTube never thought of shit like this. But my streaming app is running a legitimate fucking competition, like a reality show basically, in which I can win 10 monies. Now I don't know if it's sharing sound through here is the question. So this was the ad. So we got 2 words, climb and nest last week, and this was the ad we made. Guys, tell me if you're getting sound or not.
Attention, moms whose kids have gone off to college. Are you suffering from empty nest syndrome? Do you find yourself actually missing the sounds of screaming children? Are you slowly losing your will to live? Well, wipe that ugly crybaby scare off your face because we have just the product for you.
What?
The Energy Nest Climbing Studio. Go from empty to energy with encouragement from our drill sergeants. That's right, drill sergeants like this.
If you can push a person out your cooter, you can push yourself up these rocks.
Don't you miss your maggots?
I feel my brain dying.
Yeah.
We believe, Matt, that probably Jessi demanded that Anna side with her against Ethan, and Anna decided not to, and that's why Jessi said that their show together is over. Yeah,
it's called kick rocks.
Huh?
The term kick rocks, meaning go fuck yourself. I don't care. Do something else.
Oh, I've not heard that one. The version of that I've heard is pound sand, but okay.
We even offer different languages because we're accommodating.
You can do it. Almost there. Come on.
Personal trainers are for prepubescent pups. Drill sergeants are for real moms. So stop crying. Seriously, you look gross, and it makes people uncomfortable. And start climbing so you can feel so good you'll forget you ever had kids. Sign up today.
This is beyond retardation.
So that was our ad. We did that in 1 minute, or 1 minute. It's a 1 minute ad. We made that in 1 week.
And it didn't convince me of anything other than that you are fucking stupid.
So we're doing a little music video. We're doing a music video to part of Helena by My Chemical Romance. I'm recording the instrumental. We're writing some parody lyrics for the. She's a singer, so we're gonna have her sing the parody lyrics. It's a song that's kind of in her style, so that's kind of.
I wonder if you super chat her, she'll sing like a virgin in a burly voice and look like a triangle.
If you want to catch up.
No, that's only
that was
testifying.
just some stock footage. Sorry. But yeah. And who the new
challenge will be for the.
Oh, I really do miss him now.
Check it out. Check that out if you will. One more time, I'm posting this link. So 17 Live, like I said, one of the fun things we do, if you guys like cats, if you like my cats, we do 10-pack cats for 10-pack snacks. So 17 Live has all these great ways that encourage streamers to, or encourage people to
Please stop
support
touching
their
your
streamers
face.
in totally free ways. The first way is snacking. So when you go over to the
Nope,
app, I'll
she's
show you
doing it
what the
again.
snack button is. Every 5 minutes, that button will refresh. Up to the 7th time, that'll be your 10-pack.
You notice how she keeps digging in her
Those
ear, but
snacks
she
help
goes
my
straight to her
achievement
eyes.
score. If I snack rank up, if I collect enough snacks in the month, I rank up. That means every time I start streaming, I will start with a higher achievement.
Okay, I'm gonna
Kinda
take
like
it.
giving
I
yourself
want to
little
take a
boost in the
shaver
algorithm.
and just completely shave all her hair off, so she stops
you
doing
stick around
that.
for half an hour streaming, you keep up on the
No,
snacks.
no,
All it takes
Jabba,
is
he's
half
not
an hour
back.
Sitting watching, I get all those free
He's with
snacks.
the
Super helpful.
spirit, though.
Also, when you go, you'll get these missions. Things like watch this many minutes of streaming, comment this many times, drop this type of gift, do this thing. And if you do those things, you can claim your mission gifts. Those mission gifts are like free little, few cent super chats, like 50-cent super chats, basically. If you come over to my stream and you send me one of your rewards gifts, I take one of my fancy little gold doubloons, throw it into my tip jar. Yay, it's fun for both of us. If you send the gifts, the app equivalent of super chatting,
They're just
I have
chocolates wrapped in
dollar bills.
gold, aren't they?
Some people like to send multiple gifts, like a whole bunch in a row. If you send a combo, we will make it rain. Otherwise, we will throw dollar
It's
bills.
just Monopoly money.
For your gifts as well. If people give enough, it's not that high to hit 10,000.
Well, yeah, she's too broke to use real money.
You get a personalized gem. You'll get your name on a gem of your choice, and then anytime you give, even the free rewards gift, your gem will go into Tofu Jack's collection.
What? What is going on?
So, yeah, it sounds like a video. It is like a video game, Jada the Online. That's the really cool part, too. That's what we're going to check out right now. Oh, I should put my background music back on. It's a piano adventure trailer. So I keep dropping that link over there. We're going to go live over there in just a minute, actually. But the first thing we're going to do before we do that, it is like a video game. In fact, we have events on there that are played like games. God, Ever's crypto, sweet. No, not crypto, and that's the best part. This is not cryptocurrency, guys. This is not cryptocurrency, okay? The coin feature, this is just in-app currency. It's like when you download a video game and you have to buy coins that you use for in-app purchases and things like that. It's like that, right? I actually really like this as a feature on the app. It does a couple of things, right? It divorces.
So she's scamming her audience out of money now.
Gifts from the idea of
money.
And it divorces
for things that you can get out of a dollar store.
From feeling like we're competing with.
And even dollar stores are $1.25 now. Yay, inflation!
Different. They cost something different whether you're.
Some things are. Some things are still $1 in there. You got to ask.
And so there's not a one-to-one there. It's not like super chats where I can see directly. Oh, you decided to send me a $10 super chat, and YouTube kept $3 of that 10. It's not like that at all. It's a system that says all of the money gets converted into the system, into this formula.
Our 99-cent store actually has a produce section and a meat
What they're
section.
going to get out of these gifts and these things.
But that's like $3 to $4.
They're giving, and then the app is able to.
Well, the Dollar Tree in ours
more
still
efficient
has
way,
milk,
where it treats
cheese,
its streamers
meat,
like employees
frozen
more than
meals, and everything
more than
still.
a business. So even though it takes overall a higher percentage, in certain cases, it rewards their streamers with so much. I have a talent manager. I have an opportunity to participate in this event and win money. I get to win money from these little events all of the time, right? So that's another part too.
Use the money to buy car insurance.
From a super chat, an individual whatever may look different than it does on YouTube, but I have the opportunity to participate in events where I can win hundreds of dollars or awesome prizes.
You know, she does a lot of live streams during the day, but Jeff only does them at night, which only means that Jeff's the only one working.
I'm going to participate in. So, Attack of the Hell.
Someone has to support her ass.
Okay. Oh, I get it. Hell Yeah Mel is a streamer on here.
Forgot to add ever
Attack
widening.
of the Hell Yeah Mellians is an event that's happening right now.
Everybody who's giving her money, it really truly is a waste of money. Use it on something concrete, like making sure gas stays in your car.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's an event designed to send gifts.
Yeah, but let's just put this in perspective.
Snorkeling
If she really
fun.
was Justin Bieber with a penis, there wouldn't be any money coming her way.
The other thing about this app, by the way, I prefer to cash app than pay a YouTube fee. This will be very effective. Yeah, fuck YouTube. Oh, also, didn't even get to the best part, guys. These apps, there are prizes for the fans in them too, right? So like this one, Snorkeling Fun, is really an event for the fans. It tracks how many the top
fans will get a comment frame for a week. So you win badges. You win these little badges that attach to your profile. You win entry animation. You win profile. You win comment frames, right? So
Are these badges yellow stars by any chance?
You get a swag bag that you get to put on display as you navigate in the app, and so people can see what level you're at. They can see what your badges are, what your accomplishments are.
Hold on, before we go any further, everything said here is satire and parody.
Views expressed on the Elastic stream are highly fictitious and cannot be used against us in any way. I'm retarded. Thank you.
Comment frames and all that. There's all these different ways to personalize who you are and win shit for yourself. You can win other digital prizes like coins. You can win 10,000 coins back in some cases, just by participating in the events. So, and then you can take those 10,000 coins and earn yourself a gem over on mine. So what happens when you get to a certain level? Great question, Charles Winthrop. So the way levels are designed.
Oh, there's the cat.
I was getting eager to be a 10-pack cat. Oh yeah, that's what I didn't tell you guys. Whenever we get to 10-pack snacks on my app, so 30 minutes of streaming, right? If you're hitting that snack every time it refreshes, you get to 10 packs in addition to helping me out on my journey.
Snacks.
I will also take
snacks.
this
Yes,
phone
snacks.
to a cat of your choice, or a random one if you don't have a
They're
preference.
always cat ladies. Every single
just
one
answer
of
the
them.
question. All right, so
Yes,
levels, the actual level,
it's amazing.
the levels in it. Those are totally different. So a lot of our metrics on the app reset every single month. Levels are one that stays cumulative. So levels will determine where you participate in an event. They're split level events. So
I loved my cat way back when. But we also had dogs, and every once in a while we take care of some birds.
If you're say level 1 through 30,
but yeah, it's just cat ladies give off a particular vibe.
Streamers that are more like your level. Also, once you reach level 60,
especially when
they
kiss
as
the
either
cat.
a streamer or a fan, you can do what's called starting a league, which is basically like starting an app sponsored crew, where every time you go into, it's like if the Fandom Menace were.
I just used to take the laser thing and just make the cat run around the room. That's usually what I did.
Stream, I would
My cat was an outdoor cat, so I used a fishing pole with a little toy, and I made it jump 4 feet high.
So it's all designed to actually help us, basically. So let's see. I mentioned
it's amazing when you can do with a fishing pole and a toy with a
black
cat.
cats do not deserve a bad rep at all.
Oh yeah, they love
my
jumping
success.
after shit.
Black cats are
Oh,
also
yeah.
great.
Full sale.
Hey,
There
cool.
goes the cat.
If you
It
guys
lands
are
on its
curious about
feet most
Battle
times.
Ads,
Plus, my
if you
cat
go
was
into the
crazy. It
events tab
actually
on 1
climbed a
Live,
tree and then climbed back down.
Amy's Beverly Hills Vacation. You can see my face on the marketing right there.
The cat is a better
So let's
co-host.
see. What kind of... I am in the hamburger event right now. I might not...
Hamburger event. Her face looks like hamburger.
So in the hamburger event, it's just an open leaderboard. And I'm probably
No, more like hamburger helper.
winning because it's just an open leaderboard.
I don't
Yeah,
even think
okay.
she could pick that.
Fuck
She might
hamburger
fuck it up.
event. Fuck hamburger day. What other events are going on right now? So many events are finished. Okay. Snorkeling fun is all digital prizes. Horoscope. Let's see this. What are our prizes in the horoscope?
Oh, of course, you're going to
Prize
check your fucking
options.
horoscope.
Okay.
No doubt it says generic thing that could apply to anybody.
Streamers.
And
Ooh,
most likely
this
written
is a
by
money
somebody
event.
just like her.
Get ready for the Geminis.
Here, let's see if I
This
can
is
find
one
it.
that's actually today, so
Here we go.
let's see
Here's
what
the thing from the
leaderboard is.
fortune
I heard this
cookie.
one might be a good steal.
Dare to
Hamburgers.
dream,
Hamburgers
hope,
are good too.
believe,
Let's check out
seek,
the leaderboard.
feel,
This is a
find,
super
and
leaderboard.
love.
And 31 through 50. Yeah,
Lucky
okay.
numbers are 12, 24,
Number
31,
6 wins 20
52,
bucks.
69.
So
Oh,
make number
shit,
6 is only
69. Oh, shit,
6,000
we don't have that
coins,
number.
guys. So make number 4 is only 8,000 signs. That's $70.
Thanks,
Number
Prom. I
3
want
is actually
Chinese
only
food now.
8,000. This is an easy
What you want?
leaderboard, guys. All right, so that's
You tell
determines
me.
it.
Come
now,
on.
let me see for the
Don't get all day.
fans. Fan leaderboard.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd
Ooh,
recommend some
it's a big
chicken
one, too.
teriyaki.
Okay.
This is
The big
Chinese
leaderboard,
restaurant,
though, but if anyone
asshole.
wants to
For
spend
you.
big, you can get on it. 4 through 10th. Actually, hold on. To get to the top 10, well, if you want to send over 100,000 signs. See, this is one where it returns really, really well. You'll get baby coins back for spending on this event. Now, you don't have to participate in an event that I'm participating in. You can send event coins for an event that you want to participate in as a streamer or as a fan to win digital prizes. So you can I get the coins no matter what, whether it helps me in the event or not. So if you're trying to win a digital prize, you can like kick the crap out of an event.
So she's trying to win digital prizes for free shit because she can't afford
are
things.
things like your buildings, your llamas, your ducks. They get more exciting as you level
Jesse,
them up.
there's places in your
the
area called
animation gets
bingo
more involved.
nights, and you could probably win a lot more than playing on your fucking phone.
So if you want to drop a whole bunch of those in a row, I will.
Hey, don't shit on bingo. I won over $700 once.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I'm not
mom is a
shitting on it.
Gemini,
I'm
my
being
sister
serious.
is a
You go to
Gemini,
bingo nights and fucking have better chances than buying a scratch off
my
card.
closest female friend is a Gemini.
Spend $20, you walk away with possible $800.
All right. So that's what's on live, guys. And remember, guys, if you
Possibly
have
a
not signed
mother
up for
who's
it yet
very
and you
sad
use this
that her
link to download
boyfriend
it,
is
follow
gone
me,
and she needs another lover.
m.e.e.empress. Let me try that again. Link first. And m.e.godempress. That's me over on the app. If you can't find me, you can also scroll through the live page. Eventually, you will find me. It shouldn't be that hard to find. Hi, baby cat. I think we'll change my profile for the first time.
Oh, there she goes kissing the cat again.
So that's what we're gonna do.
I don't know.
Nuts.
I think it's kind of like a women's version of fortune cookies. What? Open your page today and see what kind of magical farts will come out.
Are you a Gemini? No.
That's our word of position. Ha! Andy makes an excellent point. Andy is currently the top giver on my channel by a fuck ton. So,
wait a minute. George is good friends with Mark Brooks now?
The George? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
He is really on a downward trajectory.
The
I used to like George.
The plushies, don't you know? I can't wait to see who's going to end up with them. Fucking Lungay or him.
What are these times we're living in?
Fucking Stu. Fucking being a grifter.
but like I said, anyone who gives 10,000 coins or more, not that hard to do. On this app, will get a personalized gemstone. So, without further ado, one day on the live stream. What? We're a possible match for this.
What kind of phone is that? Is that an iPhone or an Android?
All right. Why am I words? What am I words saying? Do I need to do anything else over here? Oh, change my album picture. Let's do this.
That's an iPhone.
So even more expensive.
With that one. All right.
Well, you can tell by the protective box around it. It's one of those tank boxes.
Guys. So,
and she lives in California.
really
That's Apple country.
Spelled without an O.
Any crossover here? Music. Okay. Music. Sing. Done that. We're gonna do the horoscope event. We decided. Wait, it's over. No, where is it?
Who cares
Why can't
about
I see
the
it?
horoscopes?
Oh,
Even I don't care. The last time I cared about horoscopes is when I was in my teens.
Apparently, I can't select that. Why can't I? That doesn't make sense. Oh,
George, Peter,
I'm gonna go update my app and be like, "Bitch, please,
that too.
I want this event, so give it to me." Sometimes. Oh yeah, always make sure you keep this app up to date. That is the last most important thing about 17 Live. Keep it up to date. Hey, already liking your pics. Thank you. All right, updating the app. Can't wait to see you over there, J to the on one. Love to see the rest of you over there. Hopefully I will. 17 Live. Y'all know how to get there. Until next time. God bless.
Okay, is that the end?
I think so.
Okay, do you have like 8 more minutes for one more video?
Sure.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to put it in private.
I feel like I have.
We're like,
oh, you got the clip of that now? Holy shit!
Yes.
Oh, this one's a good one. This one goes with the car.
Oh my!
You're gonna love this. This is hilarious. Oh boy.
Okay. It's not doing anything.
Is this the part where Testify would say faster, faster? What the fuck's your problem? Come on.
Yeah. Talk about something.
There's dead air.
Okay,
You're ruining this prime.
Do not buy into corporate established IPs. They will just ruin your dreams. And devalue the masculine form and the masculine brain and anything related to masculinity. Don't do it.
All right.
Do you got it finally pulled up?
Will shortly.
Okay.
Now I've got something else to pull up, apparently.
Oh, good God.
In fact, you know what? Here, I'm going to recommend another game. So many industrious indies out there. Starshift Origins, and he's going to have 2 more games coming out. But it has all that miraculous pew I enjoy. Yeah.
No, access was denied to that, Mr. Castle.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You don't have the special code word.
Did you send him your papers?
Oh, the Thrawn trilogy. Oh, yeah.
And remember,
Excellent.
buy them from used bookstores if you can, so that way you can give the devil mouse the double finger.
Yeah, don't go to Barnes & Noble or Books A Million if they used to have one, and buy the ones that have legends, because those are reprints.
Jessi Milestone, founder of Milestone Fencing Studio, a brand new
here we
studio
go.
club that will be opening its doors in Pasadena, California in early 2022. And on that note, before we get into today's video,
We're mid-2022
I'd like
now.
to invite
Yep,
everybody to
didn't
check
happen.
out our Indiegogo. We are raising money right now.
She is similar to Liam in that respect, isn't she?
Like,
It's
well,
the
maybe
gingers,
you should have a
dude.
product
It's
someday.
the gingers. The gingers are taking over.
Someday over the rainbow.
Quick, replace them with blacks.
Purpose of opening the club, and for just $5 you can become one of our founders. Get your name on our founders banner that's going to hang in our club forever.
I don't want to
that's
give
pretty
anybody
exciting.
like you
Now,
money.
on to today's video.
Or anybody like
you
me
checked
and
out the
Ray
first
money.
video on this channel, Why Fencing. You'll already know that I hinted at the myriad ways in which fencing has improved my life outside of the obvious, like fitness and stuff. And we're going to talk about one of those in more depth today, because this doesn't just apply to me, but to anybody who gets involved in fencing. If you become a good fencer, it's pretty much impossible to get better at the sport.
Does somebody want to look that up?
Doing it now.
Oh God, social.
Without also getting better at driving, becoming a safer driver. And that's for these 3 main reasons. The first one is this little concept called right-of-way. Now, right-of-way is something that we don't experience in a lot of aspects of our life except driving. It's the one place we hit it pretty regularly, or if you're a fencer,
stop messing
you're
with
gonna
your
get it
hair.
too. Now, in driving, right-of-way is, the basic idea. If you drive, you already know this. If not, here's your first intro. When 2 cars meet at an intersection or need to cross each other's paths, essentially, there are rules of the road that dictate who get to go first. And if a car accident happens, then somebody comes, it's the job of the police to come and determine who had the right-of-way, therefore who was not at fault, and consequently, who was at fault for said accident.
Good question.
Fencing, you can kind of think of it the same way, right? 2 fencers are feeling out right-of-way, and when they both decide to go, collide, have an accident, as it were. The fencer who had the right-of-way, when they both meet, gets the touch. The fencer on the point. The fencer who doesn't, does not get the point. And so, like I said, there's not a lot of other places in our life where we really get to experience this concept of right-of-way. Most of us aren't introduced to it until we get behind the wheel at the age of 16. Now, if you've been fencing since you were, 10, that's 6 whole years where you've got to hone your understanding of right-of-way, where you get to hone your understanding of when it's your turn.
When is this video from? Is that from 2 years ago or something?
No, this is December 2021. This is nearly 7 months ago.
Disclaimer, fencing clearly doesn't teach you to maintain your car insurance.
No, but she knows clearly that the cops and everything else are what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, well, why didn't you apply this when you got pulled over?
But yeah, I have to say, she does look a little bit thinner in this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what like 6 or 7 months of eating nothing but fast food junk can do to you.
Well, there's Social Blade says a recent views are dropping.
I'll show that in a minute.
Okay. There's some some woman that I've seen that does reaction videos or whatever. Only just end subs and. Ooh. Anyway, I just recently noticed her, and I went and looked at some of her old videos, and it's like, man, back in February she actually looked pretty good, and now she looks like crap, and it's like, what happened? Too much sitting on her ass watching shit and reacting to it, I guess. I don't know.
Beer.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of beer.
To go. The intricate relationship of movement in a space that determines, when it's safe to proceed. So that it's just sort of interesting that we have that crossover of concept. We even use the same turn of phrase for it because it really applies in a very similar way. Now, that's just one of the ways. The next way, it's also pretty obvious when you think about it. It's the reaction time. Driving, as we all know,
her talking about driving in cars
bad.
is the definition of irony right now.
Yes, I know. That's why I brought it up. So, as you can tell from her social blade, it is dead, dude. Total subscribers weekly are dropping more than she's ever had.
Who has more subscribers, her or Liam?
Her
Good question.
by a lot, I'm sure. She was way more popular than him.
But look, negative 100 on 6'2". Like, she's losing fucking 200 subscribers in the last 30 days. I mean, look at the graph. The graph don't lie, man. Graph don't lie. Monthly gain videos. I mean, look at that. That's terrible.
Wow.
That's just terrible.
That's worse than my channel.
Yeah. And you're a new channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, look, estimated earnings is $3 to $54. That's just in super chats, man. That ain't shit. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
She hasn't been walking her 3 times a day.
Damn.
On a brighter note, you actually have 23 followers on Twitch, Alasi.
Awesome.
In a split second, in the blink of an eye. That's what happens in fencing. In fencing, you have a lockout time, right? That's the time in which that I have to hit you.
Actually,
was that like his heyday? Him having 400 subs?
The number of subs he has, or he had before he hit it, is what it still shows on Social Blade, I think.
Yeah, 1,200.
Yeah. But what did we hear? He told, what was it, Yellow Flash or somebody mentioned that he'd said to them that he was like down to almost 500 or something. I don't remember what it was.
Probably because he probably was buying subs. I mean, that's how it works. You buy subs, and then after a while, they basically refund them and shit. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to trick the algorithm to have people watch you to replace the subs you're buying. They're not supposed to last because Google basically checks all the Gmail accounts and sees if there's duplicates. I actually tested this out like 4 years ago with multiple accounts just to see if you could boost up a channel with multiple emails, and you can't because once they're registered to an IP, those emails count as actually one sub. So that's what's happening to Liam. He did hide his subs, but Social Blade still has an acute count of whatever's been documented.
Hello, welcome to the fun and games of a strange woman on the internet.
Yes.
After you've already hit me, or the machine is only going to register your touch. That also is less than a second. Now, when you first start fencing, it is impossible. Even in foil that has the longest lockout time, it is impossible to react once your opponent has already hit you.
Is fencing even that popular?
But over time,
No.
your reaction improves. In case you were not aware, reaction time is something you can work on as a skill.
It's lesser than badminton
for yourself. And over time in fencing, you actually learn to input
I'm pretty sure Jeff just told her
respond
get a hobby or get
faster,
the hell out
make
of
a
the
decision
house
in that
at this
split
point.
second. be able
No,
to
she's been
react to
doing
more
fencing
things, be able
since
to
she was a
reason
teenager.
at a faster level, be able to make a better
She's been
decision in
horseback
that
riding
moment.
since she was a
Obviously, it doesn't take a rocket
Which
scientist
leads
to
you to
figure
believe
out
that she
how this
comes
is
from a
going to
very
help you
wealthy
out on the
family,
road.
but they
You
no
improve your
longer
reaction.
support her antics.
George is incredibly boring, though. I mean, is there anybody willing to actually check his streams or whatever and see if there's something worth seeing?
The only thing we're seeing from George is that he signed a thing with Stu for plushies with Lungay. Yes. So the thing that happened to Nasser, where someone ended up with all those plushies because they didn't sell, it's going to happen eventually to either Lungay or George, and it's going to be glorious. But just to give people an update, George is late with his book. He's 6 months late. He said in December that it was going to print and that he was trying to figure out the shipping things. And if you look on his update page on 531, he's now saying that the pages are not done and he still has a lot more artwork to complete. But it will be shipped out soon. But I still need people to respond to my email of how they want their book to be shipped, either through me or RJ, which means that he's holding up shipment process because people have not responded to their emails, as if people would actually fucking look at their junk mail because they've also. It's like someone making a credit card.
Okay, you're sinking.
Are you drowning,
Yeah.
Prime?
Yeah.
Wait,
you're
what?
sinking underwater there, man. It sounded like you were going deeper and deeper and deeper.
Did my mic shit the bed? I'm so sorry. What was the last thing you heard?
Hold an Amber Heard.
What was the last thing you heard?
We don't know.
You were just starting to talk about the shipping.
Okay. I'll reiterate that George's book is late.
Yeah.
It's been late for the last 6 months. His December update said it was going to print, but he needed to consolidate everybody to know who they were going to ship with, either with RJ or him.
Now, why is it that became a thing in the first place?
Because it's too much for his original payment from Indiegogo.
So he fucked up on the calculator.
Shipping has now tripled in Canada.
Oh, so it's because he's late that became a problem.
Right.
Okay.
So now he's trying to find a way to have things made in America so RJ can ship the products out to people. However, his campaign had no listing of a third-party shipper with RJ when it was originally constructed, which means it's a breach between the client and the creator, because you can't pad somebody's shit to say, I'm going to give your information, your shipping information, to someone I hardly didn't even know to sign up with them.
Yeah, because even the Exilium guys, he had to switch the printing for the U.S. stuff to his Australian printer, then put all of it on cargo ships to send over here, and then he got Critical Blast, RJ, to ship it out locally.
Right. But no one agrees to that because it's a third-party agreement that you have not originally signed up with when you did the
Yeah, because
campaign.
originally the Exilium guys were going to use their U.S.-based printer over here, but that had apparently gone, bonkers. So
yeah, I don't know anything about the Critical Blast guys, so that is.
Well, the biggest thing right now, it seems like for anybody who's doing any campaigns right now, offer that digital option, because with the international shipping, there's a whole lot of stuff that can go wrong or be delayed. Like even with the super powered RPG, the tabletop RPG I got, Ascendant, their stuff was delayed on cargo ships for months, and they were a U.S.-based company, through U.S.-based printers. But because of the way Biden went about, the shit with the mandates and the coof vaccine, a lot of the cargo ships got delayed because they couldn't offload their shit in port.
Right. But
So.
here's the thing. 6 months later, now his update on May 31st is that the book's not complete, when it was said in December it was. And there's more pages and artwork that still need to be done, which should have been done already 6 months ago when the book was supposed to initially ship.
Yep.
So George had a problem with EVS about things being late books all the time. Now it's karma. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like, if you're going to do any kind of campaigns, always keep your backers up to date. Like, all the campaigns I've joined, they've always told people like, here's where a delay's happening. Like, here, we'll add on this to like kind of extra goodie or something to make up for that fact. But those are also coming from more experienced campaigns who have done a couple of them before.
All right, and this is why when he initially did that whole RJ stunt, I formally sent him an email to tell him that he either ships it through Canada Post or you can refund me. Those are the only ultimatums he has. I will not allow anybody like RJ or a third party to have my information I did not agree upon.
Oh, I definitely get that. Yeah, and that's the reason why I think more campaigns should have a digital option, especially if you want to reach outside your home country of wherever you're creating from. So that way you can build up a reader base. Sure, it won't get you as much money by just offering a digital, but it gives you the option to grow.
Yep. Well, I guess should have listened to Liam. Just don't put a shipping date on it, and then everything's good.
Oh, and yes, and start other projects before you check out the latest project. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Excellent quality work there, Liam.
You know he's added 4 projects to his Medibang already?
Oh God.
Lord.
Oh yeah, he's got another one called the Crow something that has like literally a kid's face being peeled off and an eyeball being taken out by a crow.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that we inspired this? He was like, "Oh my God, they're right. I'm never going to hit my goal of putting out all these books. Fuck it, let's put out a bunch of books."
No. I think it has to do with the certain. I have to keep up with the Joneses of paying somebody to live, and I don't have enough money because I spent it all
So Liam is upgrade to killing kids.
in books.
But no, seriously, everybody, I think at least 70-75% of the funds of Xenotype went to his stepkids. Because I still remember that. Yeah, I can still remember the complaints that the one said on air. Like, you used to give us like $300. What happened to that?
Yes, his kids did state that $300 a day, but I think a lot of people say that's a little bit unfathomable. So I think it may be in a week, but still.
Well, still $300 a week to each kid.
Yes.
It's like, dang, you'll burn through that $70,000 to $80,000 in pronto.
Not to mention how much it cost him to basically build the cuck shed, which he used cheap wood and everything too. But still.
Yeah, it's really sad about George. I don't know.
George has been very flaky as of late. I mean,
it's just bad decision after bad decision. I don't know. It's so weird.
His first bad decision was not listening to Testify.
Yeah,
that's number one.
His first mistake was being born in Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, okay. Second mistake is not listening to Testify. Excuse me. I'll reiterate.
Action time, you improve your ability to take in multiple stimuli, especially during a high stakes moment, this moment where there's a lot of adrenaline, certainly on the road. If you've ever had that experience of nearly being hit, oh my God, your heart starts to race. Well, on a fencing strip, when you're facing your opponent with a sword, your heart's beating just as much, even though it's not life or death in the same way, it still feels like it is in the moment. And so it's a really great experience in a safe environment to learn how to react under that kind of pressure. So when you actually need to, when it does become a true matter of life and death, you're much more likely to make the right decision. And then that brings me to the third and final point, which is that as a fencer, you learn how to recognize, without seeing the eyes of your opponent, without seeing their expression, the most telltale giveaways on a person's face, blinded by the mask, you learn how to read your opponent's body language. Based on any little thing, the shifting of their weight, the angle of their toe, the cant of their blade. That may be the determining factor in letting you know what they're going to do next.
So the movement of the car's toes and their blades is going to tell you what they're going to do?
Yeah. She hasn't done a follow-up video on this channel that she's created. I think that the next one was going to be how to register your fencing studio like you register your car.
same token, if you know what you're looking for, you can actually know and tell, or at least hedge your best guess as to what a driver is going to do next on the road.
She might have a thread on the forums already. I'm not even sure.
Little things, the body language of the car, if you will. Here's an experiment, right? You guys can try this yourself. Practice. When I go up behind a car at an intersection, if I'm coming up to a main road, say I'm turning right onto that main road from a side road, and I come up behind another car that's also turning right, I can tell, based on the body language of the way they pull into the intersection, whether or not there are other cars coming and how close they are. So sort of 3 main categories I group that into, right? And that's, you can tell if the car in front of you peels out really quickly, they found their little hole, they shot into it, and you ain't gonna have time to go. So I'm gonna roll up, wait, look, find my own hole. Now there's the car that's been waiting for a little bit of time, waiting for a while. Some cars have gone by.
She's gonna find her own hole. Gotcha.
And they kind of pull out,
That's a hole I don't want to find
crazy
myself
hurry,
in.
but they're not taking their time. You'll probably have time to slide through next to them because they waited. They found a nice, comfortable, cushy hole, but there's still probably cars coming somewhere behind them. And then, of course, there's the best. There's the car that rolls up, sort of inches their way forward, never really properly stops, and just collides into the intersection. And when that happens, you know for damn sure that you got a clear road behind you, and you're gonna get a roll.
Guys, I think I'm in trouble.
Now, obviously, if you're gonna test this theory,
I was just given a vague threat by my girlfriend that she's gonna kill me.
Oh?
For?
I don't know why.
It's probably because you're watching another woman and she doesn't know what the fuck you're watching. You should tell her it's porn.
If I had just to see if I'd have loved to.
Oh god! Half the time, if they mention like, "Oh, I'm going to kill you for this" or something, they want you to guess at what the reason why, and that's not fair to most men.
She's reading a murder book and telling me this.
Oh, oh no.
No, no, no.
Well, the next time she says she's hungry and you ask her where, and she says, I don't know, there is a place called I Don't Know.
But yeah, while you're driving, it is important to have situational awareness, especially if a lot of people don't like to use their blinkers. Give everybody plenty of space.
Or if their turn signals are busted, like mine.
Oh boy. Did the cop do that to you?
No.
No, but Jessi would say the cop would she?
Yeah.
Always look both ways before you pull into an intersection. Always do that. But try this out. See if you can start to tell. See if you can start to determine, based on the body language of the car in front of you, what might happen. Now, that's not the only way that you can recognize this. There's other things you can start.
The appropriate way is to pull up and check for yourself to see if somebody's coming, not guess based on the behavior of the car in front of you.
To tell when a car is about to say change lanes, perhaps into you, and they're not paying attention or refusing to use a turn signal because why is this nonsense stick on the left side of my wheel? What is it for? I don't know, just saving lives, but who cares? You may also be able to determine when a driver is, say, looking to turn, looking to park, and may abruptly hit their brakes with, again.
Yeah, but it's too hot to stick.
So all of these things, you get to learn that because in fencing, once again, you have to read all of those little micro expressions. It may be the slightest, tiniest movement that's your only telltale sign of when your opponent is about to strike. Now, in fencing, even, unlike on the road, where drivers often are just distracted, they're rarely trying to purposely...
Boy, can you imagine Jessi trying to signal with her arms?
Going
all over the place.
You wouldn't know which direction.
misdirect you to cause an accident. Fencers are doing everything in their power to do that. So you have to be even savvier at reading all of that information to determine what's going to happen next. And just like we talked about the reaction time, that split-second reaction time, this skill is so important. You really cannot become a better fencer without acquiring it to some level, because that split-second reaction time, you can only build that up so much. Everything else is the information you get by watching your fencer's body language before the touch, during the touch. Learning how to do that, learning how to recognize that, again, especially when they're trying to misdirect you, really makes it easier when you're on the road, seeing all the little shifts, all the changes in speed and flow of traffic. It really give you a sense of when a hole is going to open up for you to change lanes, when a driver is going to do something unsafe, when a driver is suddenly going to change the way that they've driven. So, if you want to become a safer driver, you want your kids to become safer drivers, You want them to have want to hedge their bets that they're not going to get into an accident, that they're going to come home safe doing one of the most dangerous day-to-day activities that we all regularly partake in. Well, sign them up for fencing, Saber especially. We work so quickly. Our touches happen the fastest. Sometimes a touch itself doesn't even take a full second to happen. So come bring in a milestone.
No, sometimes it touches itself. Is that what she said?
Yes. Okay, Java, here we go. Nuclear Fallout Samurai and Some Dumb Quaff Book. Sequel to the excuse me. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. I'm fucking this up. Sequel to the hit one-page, two-staple comic Nuclear Warhead Samurai. All right, cool. So is it going to be 2 pages, 3 staples, or 4 pages, 7 staples? Let us know.
And will there be a third book called Nuclear Winter Samurai?
That's interesting.
Fencing studio or a Saber Club near you. Get them fencing. And while you're at it, guys, check out the Indiegogo for Milestone Fencing Studio once again. For just $5, you can become one of our founding members. So thank you so much again for watching. And until next time, on guard.
Okay, you got a surprise. All right.
All right, Mr. Castle. This thing that you sent me, is this copyrighted or anything?
It's Djibouti.
Is that a yes or a no?
No.
I don't know if the Judy would do that, like copyright infringement. But I know that one random food.
Wait, what are the Jews doing?
But I know that one food channel you guys actually put on that one time did get the copyright.
Yeah.
The Chicago hot dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's YouTube.
There's nothing there. It's just food cooking.
Yeah, I know. But that's the reason why even with my channel, I'll just put up the picture of the book or whatever I'm talking about, and then that's it. I don't play any clips.
My perfecto son is kissing a puta! You really think you can come into my own house?
It's a parody of like 90 soap operas in Spanish.
You really think I'm that stupid?
These are the days of my life.
See how it is? I'm going to have to kill both of you.
Nuclear Winter
You have to
Samurai.
pay for disobeying to mama. No, you can't believe it.
Trilogy will be complete.
You fucking bitch! I swear to God.
Sorry.
The time for apologies is no más. However, the time to die is not right now, you fucking bitch! I'm killing you! And you, Tatiana!
What?
Don't act like you don't know!
Why is she attacking the girl in the bullshit?
You know exactly what you did to him! I'll make sure it never happen again!
Stop! You're ruining my first kiss!
I'll make sure it won't be your last job!
Let's just say these particular soap operas had a lot of hand-to-hand combat.
Ayúdame, por favor!
Come, policia! Come, policia!
Mi amor! No, God, no! No! No!
You don't even know him!
We're in love! We both smoked red song!
Oh, Jesus!
No! Cariño! Are you okay?
Yes, most of those are that wild. Everybody gets into fight.
So this is what AEW wrestling was like.
Esperanza! You fucking killed her!
Yolanda, do something.
What should I do?
No sé. Get her out of here.
Oh, right. Come on, kiddo, let's get you out of here.
Okay, Danny, I've got Maria. Try to help Esperanza. Hurry, rápido.
Okay.
Bring me that concha!
Miss Esperanza? Oh no. She's dead! Oh no. Not dead. I just really tired. That's all.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, she's got scissors.
Huh? You don't think I'll kill my own son?
Yolanda, what are you doing?
I don't know. I heard all the commotion. Did you really think that you are gonna get away with this? Huh? On the Dia de los Cinco de Mayo?
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know. I'm not mad at you! Save yourself! You're killing my core cells!
Damn.
Maria, stop it! What did you want to
Bitch, watch your mouth! Why don't you go cry to your Okay. Oh my god, babe, are you okay? I've been stabbed.
Oh, I can see that.
Does it, like, hurt? Somebody help!
Is this the Cinco de Mayo party?
The party just started!
Where's the chips?
We're serving bloody micheladas!
Maria, stop it! What are you crazy?
Help me! Why isn't anyone helping me? Oh, God, it hurts! I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
Oh no, we have about to paint.
Quick before you die, I've been having second thoughts about this whole thing, and I think we should see other people. That's right, bitches! Happy Cinco de Mayo!
I forgot to post that last month for Cinco de Mayo stream.
Itchy nose suggests current drug use. Rapper DMX touched his nose about 20 times per minute. Jesse's not quite that bad, but there is something.
Oh boy.
There's a how to pay me donations web bucket bastard. Oh. Okay. Well,
that's all, folks.
Yeah. Ian Breck never showed up, so I guess he's dead.
Yeah, he must be, man. I haven't seen him in like 3 days.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
On October 1st, I'm going to see the band Sabaton, hopefully.
Ooh.
If you stream, which is a Saturday, if you stream it as Schnitzel Saturday, would you mind if I showed the concert live on stream?
I'm sure that's not allowed, but as long as we do it on Twitch, I guess there's no evidence.
I'm just curious because live is very different from pre-recorded. Would the song hit the algorithm?
I'm not sure.
Not on Twitch, I don't think.
Yes,
yeah,
correct. Talent manager.
I'll either try to do it live.
Mounties.
I'll either try to do it live or just record video for the stream after.
No, she did not.
No, but you could get a cool beanie or a T-shirt for like $50.
With $50, I'd get so many more indie books. Yep.
By the way, it's not even a cool beanie or shirt. It's
With
shit
$50,
brown.
I get a tank of gas.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
And then buy a DVD at Walmart for $10 on how to do fencing properly. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
Yep. Later.
And if Einbrecht ever awakens from his coma or whatever the hell's going on with him, I guess when we sometime or other do a Twitch stream on the recent unpleasantness in Texas, the drag dancing kitty stuff. You can always get him to watch a clip of Jessi freaking out and let him have his commentary there. Get a guess. Well, maybe I might. I mean, when I say that, it's like, keep in mind, I never let my tank run below a quarter before I fill up. You're not supposed to do that, apparently, because you have to have a quarter tank to keep the fuel pump from overheating.
Well, technically, we can flip our car for about
I don't
35,
so.
provided we don't go near empty.
I'm pretty sure that she and Jeff are just living in sin. Every welfare possible. Oh my God.
Well, she is best friends with Mecha Random.
True. Hey, does anybody know where Mecca moved to? I think she said she was moving to a different state. She did live in Colorado.
No
Probably
idea.
California.
I assume she's going to a state that has decriminalized marijuana since she likes to smoke. Oh, it may be a non-issue. You never know. All right. Anything else that needs to be covered, guys?
Not that I can think of. I lost enough brain cells looking at that Jessi lady. Like,
Haven't most car manufacturers pledged to only make electric vehicles by 2030? I don't know if they've pledged to do that. Seems to be what the current illegitimate administration wants, but, you know, they'll be gone hopefully soon.
and that stuff really won't work unless you have a built-in, thriving industry for it. It's a niche industry. It's not widely used. Electric cars, that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't remember either. But anyway, and keep in mind, of course, that when they say electric, what they really mean is coal-powered. So it will be objectively worse for the environment. I think Art Bell is still lagging behind on the stream. She moved to Nevada. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think one of her videos or streams or something was titled something about Las Vegas. So yeah, that's what that is. I don't know. I've never been to Las Vegas, but Lost Wages. But I really don't think I'd like it there. It's not my thing. What about you guys?
I've only been up and down the East Coast for the most part.
Mr. Castle?
I completely blanked out. What?
Do you have any opinions on Lost Wages, Nevada?
It's very hot.
Okay.
And dusty. I do have a friend that lives in Stagecoach, Nevada.
Would you move there?
No.
Oh gosh, yes, we'll live in the pods and eat bugs and like it. Ooh.
I'd rather move to Ohio. Well, I've lived in Ohio. It's actually very nice.
Yep.